Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Bomber, Astro, I see you're both here. Nice, nice. I am Merc Serene, and tonight we're going to be playing a demo that apparently has some flashing screens and things, if that matters for you, is there. This is another Atlas game, so we're on the Atlas kick right now with Etrian Odyssey, and checking out this demo here now. This is Unicorn Overlord. It's supposed to be a tactics kind of game. I get the impression that it's supposed to be a bit like Fire Emblem. The more original Fire Emblems, not the recent day Fire Emblems. We'll see. By the way, there is a little bit of music going on here. I'll switch over to that. It's pretty grandiose, pretty majestic. We'll watch this intro thing. I don't know what this is going to be like. One thing I do want to say is, if you're not hearing the audio, please let me know. I will say, I have lost power today for a larger chunk than just a blip. So computer was off. Not in the good way, and so I did have to do a little bit of cleanup on things. That's why I'm a little bit late in streaming tonight, getting some settings and stuff reset and all of that. The power went out because of weather-ish like conditions, and so there is a chance, because it's not totally done, that it could go out again. If it does, I apologize, but there isn't much I can do about it. As I said audio, my audio freaked out for those two words, but then it's fine sense. Okay? Weird. I did check over, and I realized that this scene, my details scene, if you will, it doesn't show my audio levels, so I'm not sure exactly how loud that was or anything. But here we are. This is a demo. I believe it lets you play 5 hours. Now, I don't know if it's like a timer and you get exactly 5 hours, or if they're saying that the bit of story you're able to play is going to take you about 5 hours. However, I'm pretty sure we're going to play the beginning, because it did say that all progress will carry over to the full game. So, if we like it, right, if we think the game's good, this is essentially episode or part 1 of the stream, if we pick it back up or not. Hey Darth, how you doing? How you doing? Pop in before you start some Street Fighter 6. Yeah, I hope I like the demo too. I don't really have a whole lot to expect from the demo just yet. I haven't like watched any gameplay or anything, so we'll be picking it up as we go here. Let's see. There is something I want to test before we get too far into things. I have modified the quote engine a little bit. I'm going to hit the button. We see a quote pop up. Aha! This is perfect. This is perfect. I set it up so that the quotes now also go into YouTube. So there's a little bit of stuff happening there. So I like that a lot. Making sure everything looks good, and it does. It does. Mostly lurking right now, Astro. No worries. Only one monitor. Ah, you just thought you're just off your laptop, right? For the next week and a half or so. Okay. Let's see here. We'll switch over to the full thing. What? Full screen. Actually, here's another thing to call out. Have we used this camera since have we used the PlayStation since I got this camera? And I feel like the answer is no. So there could be something weird with the camera, although it's looking pretty good to me so far. So I'm also sporting my my Final Fantasy Tactics shirt in honor of playing a sort of tactics-like game today. So here we are. Let's jump in. New game. The streets of Cornia. Oh, you know what? I have no idea if there's voice acting in this game, but let me tell you, if there is, because it is a bit loud for me, I'm going to turn stuff down just a little bit. Let me know if I've turned it down too low. But one thing I want to make sure that doesn't happen, and please let me know if it does, if they start speaking and you're hearing like a weird echo because of it, because it's like getting sent in through my microphone, let me know and I will switch to the headset. No problem. Green screen check. Well, what are you talking about? There's no green screen, there's just grass back there. Yeah. Thanks, Bomber. It's a really tight spot. I really kind of need to like shift the whole screen over slightly, but there is a wall right there as well. Okay, no. We do not want to skip. I just wanted to adjust things. Skip the cutscene? No! It's the unicorn!
I beg you, my queen, take leave of this place while you're still able.
To where, I might ask? Nigh every last of Cornia's lords has forsaken us in favor of the traitor Valmor.
Not Valmor.
No refuge remains for a crowned fugitive. Yet the general seeks my death and mine alone. I shall not flee from that fate. Though you still can, a sole rider with Elaine at your side. Take him, Joseph. Raise that delicate seedling into a sturdy tree capable of weathering the harsh climes that await. And pray safeguard the ring of the unicorn as well.
The ring of the unicorn. That's gotta be like the claim to the throne or something.
Elaine is a man grown. He will have need of the power it bears.
Or maybe it's a magic ring.
My queen,
Mother,
This is probably main character.
are they coming for us?
I heard that too.
Heed well these words, Elaine. I say this not as your mother, but as your queen. From here forth, you're to treat Joseph's command as though it were spoken directly with my tongue. Do you understand?
Of course, but is there something amiss?
Yeah, your castle's about to be ransacked, I'm guessing.
My faith and more lies with you, Joseph. I only pray it is enough. Farewell, and may the heavens guide you.
Did you notice she had 2 shields? One on each arm?
Why are you just standing there, Joseph? Aren't you going to help her?
His armor's filling up with water and it's hard to move.
Would that I were able, my prince. Come, we've not a minute to spare.
Jester! Welcome, welcome. Oh, we missed out on voice acting with this character. Bar all exits to the city. The queen is... And I didn't even get to read it all. Our great general reduced to little more than a base trader. Oh. You'll find my head not so easily parted from my shoulders, Valmore. I wonder if you can say the same. Come, everyone, we march this day for Her Majesty Elenia. Adding a quote already, bummer. Man. Unit movement. Move the cursor with the left stick to select allied units. Okay. It looks like they move as, like a single, sort of, and command them to move across the battle stage. Select Queen Elenia's unit and use the move command to make them march toward Valmore's position. Whoa. Yeah, so, I mean, clearly this is like a losing intro battle, because, we're way outnumbered, right? Also, the movement is kind of neat, how, like, as I'm moving, it looks like it's slightly tilting in different directions, which is kind of cool. I'm digging the art style so far. Yeah, what an interesting game title. Unicorn Overlord. For sure. Move. There. I mean, like, this feels like not the best way to, like, do something. Just select the big bad right off the bat, when even though you gotta run through an enemy, but it's okay. We'll do it. Engage target in battle.
Make haste. Take arms and face
Okay,
me.
okay, hold on. I might be in a terrible position, because now what we're seeing is, on the bottom left, I believe, is the enemy, right? And then on the bottom right is our units. What can we do about such a thing? Let me see. I hate to be floating, but I don't think I have a bar or anything to throw underneath it. I'm gonna be floating for a minute. Astro, you don't think that you like the tilt. I will, I'll also... Hold on. I don't think we have game options yet. I will check the game options and see if maybe we can turn it off too. But for now, we'll go here. And I think I want to get a bar underneath me, but it's going to take me a minute or two to set that up. Let's do the battle. Let's see how this works. We have an organize button, we have an items, and we have battle. There's also unit details. Okay, so we actually legit have different units within our force. We have Renault, the Great Knight. We have Hodrick, the Legionnaire. Elenia, Valkyria. Gailey, the Sergeant. And Alcina, the Sorceress. Okay. This is neat. If we're able to have, like, a unit, like, man, it's like a single unit on the battlefield, but it's composed of multiple units. That's kind of really cool. Pop them? That'd be really cool as well. Also, I totally just heard that audio drop, and I wonder if it has something to do with the capture card. I don't know, though. It must be powerful, floating on command. That's true. We are using all of our mental abilities to stay in the air. Just ignore my body. Oh no. I'm frozen. Can you still hear me? Yeah, you can still hear me. Alright, so this is what I was mentioning earlier. Wonderful. This is what I was mentioning earlier, where I had a power outage today, and so my computer shut off when it shouldn't have, and things might be a little weird, a little wonky. Give me a moment. And I'm back. I am back. I literally had to go into my camera object and deactivate it and reactivate it because it was like not on. It's weird. Weird stuff is happening. Hopefully that's all we see for the rest of tonight. Stupid power outage. All right, what else do we have in here? We have loadouts. This is per character. We have skills per character. We have details per character. We have stats per character. And let me tell you, this isn't going to matter much because we're not about to see these characters in 5 minutes, right? Right? How do I get back to where we were? That's what I want to know now. There we go. Battle.
On your guard.
Do they auto battle?
Witness the royal.
Because I'm not doing anything. Which, to be fair, is very Fire Emblem-like, right? You move the target, the two units or whatever, you tell them to engage, and then they do their actions. I wonder how we tell them to do, like, oh, you should concentrate on buffing or debuffing or whatever.
Cornea shall never cave.
I'm gonna do one other thing with the camera, I think. And we're just gonna drag myself over a little bit further. Because, you know, there's action happening here now.
You'll have no mercy from me.
Alright. Battle! Now this one's a 6 and we're a 5. So I don't know what that means either. A guaranteed critical. But he guarded it all. Nice.
I shall protect you. I am your shield. We shall see our duty.
Okay, so a lot of times games throw you in the very beginning, and you have like access to all sorts of like abilities and skills and characters, and then you lose it all, and then you actually learn what's going on, right? That's what's happening here. But there's so much going on that we're just clearly watching and not able to fully digest all of it. Like, he ran out of AP, but then the sorcerer just cast something on him, so he had another action. Okay. And now we're down to a 4, by the way. So we still don't even know what that number means. Is that like our unit's strength, or is that how many actions we can have in a turn? Either way, this is where we should lose, right?
Enlighten me, Valmor. To what end?
And now I'm slightly blocking the text boxes.
Self-centered fool. It's not merely your throne I aspire towards. It's all of them. Zenoira are the rightful sovereigns of Fevrith, and I, the blade to restore our world to its natural order.
You seek to plunge the continent into war. Fevrith need not suffer your delusions.
A proper ruler demands unity, not pointless politicking with insufferable neighbors. Now, I shall achieve that unity through conquest.
Might makes right.
That which is rightfully mine.
I would sooner see you slain by my hand.
15 years pass. Oh, maybe not quite yet.
I promise.
I like the art. I like the art a lot. How do you guys feel about it so far?
And yet our work only just begins. We stand now at a new dawn for Fevrith, one which will see Zenoira's dominion restored at last. Curious, though, that we've no trace of the old knight's captain.
About that, my lord. A lone cavalry unit was spotted riding through the eastern gate before it was barred.
And the boy is lost to us. A truth obscured only by his mother's futile attempt at a counter-offensive.
Do we think she's dead, or do you think
Underestimated her penchant.
he's gonna have, like, capture her? She'll be in a dungeon that we can save years later. I wouldn't be surprised with either of those.
Year 895 of the Hallowed Chronicle. Claiming himself a scion of the fallen Sonoran Empire, Cornia's once decorated General Valmor rebelled against his erstwhile home at the seat of its monarchy, Gran Corinne.
The visuals are great.
Queen Elenia, bold in the face of this staggering betrayal, stood unshrinking as the shield to her son Elaine's safe flight, and mustering what meager forces remained by her side, she rallied a defense as valorous as it was damned. With Cornia's queen lost, care of the young prince fell to her faithful knight, Joseph, who took wing beyond Valmor's wretched grasp to asylum on the Forned Isle of Palavia in the Holy Kingdom of Albion. And boastfully proclaiming himself Fevrith's new emperor, Valmor donned a second name, Calarius, and began a relentless onslaught the continent's nations could only but struggle against. Yet each realm's endeavors fell in vain time and again, and ere long Zenoira's vile dominion was realized.
He did it!
His blood-soaked unification come to bear. Few dared stand against the ironclad fist of Emperor Galerius. Embers of resistance burned on, yet the downtrodden could cling only to furtive hopes of liberation. Desperate prayers which fell upon deaf ears night after unceasing night. 10 years have passed.
10 years, not 15.
Crown War first set over Cornia.
The bad guy won already. Ugh, restarting. Nice, Bomber. The Unicorn Ring. Altar of the Unicorn and Maiden.
I wonder if those two are at it again.
Training? Probably.
Well, that takes care of the altar. I suppose I should be getting back.
Unicorn Overlord. Title drop. Presented by Atlas. Sound production by Basis Cape. Developed by Vanillaware. So Vanillaware has made a few other games that you've probably heard of, but their most recent one before this was, I'm gonna get the name wrong. It's like Seven Sentinels or something. And I hear that game had a really great story. Audio issue again, I heard it.
Give you that.
Lost my camera again? What the heck?
There's just no stopping you these days. Yet you've grown no less than I have. Still, we could likely train for the rest of our lives, and even then, never manage to best Joseph.
Weird to think he's back on the mainland now. Finally making that Liberation Army thing a reality, huh? Guess that means we'll be going up against Zenoira soon.
Indeed it does. The people of Cornia are suffering, Lex. Crying out for whatever help will hear their pleas. Should I turn a deaf ear to those voices, I would have little and less claim to the crown I feel is that, and I owe it to my mother to see them safe.
Wonderful.
Well, yeah, but Zenoira's got the whole world in the palm of their hand. How are we gonna fight back against that?
The earth may be theirs, but the heavens will surely favor those who stand for justice.
You got a point there.
Good. I can pause in the middle of this. I don't know why that's happening, and every time that happens, the camera shuts off. So it really makes me feel like it's a computer issue. Maybe it's an OBS issue. Are you also hearing the audio kind of skip when that happens? Because I'm hearing the audio skip. And when I say skip, I mean like it just goes away for a moment on my side. And that's how I also know to look over and see my camera's totally off. Somehow frozen with an OBS. Weird stuff.
Sorry for not sounding all too confident. Just make sure you don't take it all on yourself. I'll be with you every step of the way.
Thank you, Lex. You know I can't do this without you.
Oh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Anyway, that's enough training for today. We're gonna miss lunch if we don't get moving.
I suppose it is that time.
You see something out there?
It's a ship.
Uh-oh.
Looks like they're flying Zenoira colors, too.
This island is no longer safe. We have to tell the others.
With you there. You head for the cathedral. I'll make sure the town knows what's coming.
We're gonna have an epic island escape beginning here, it looks like. Pelevia Harbor.
Seal the harbor, and do it quick! Not a soul gets off this island under our watch. All soldiers have alighted, sir!
Dispatch the vanguard to the
Podrick!
And remember, we're to apprehend the target alive.
Understood, sir!
So they didn't kill everyone with the queen, that's for sure.
Father, ruler of land and sea.
What do we want to do about this? I have no idea what is causing this issue. Sorry, I'm paused for a moment. I'm trying to look at anything on my end. And one of those things is going to be... Let me open up my camera software and see if there's something I can do there as well. Oh, boy. You know, I think that the last time we saw some issues with audio, it was right after a power outage as well. It's something that, like, I got my computer up and running and got it going and all that, but then I feel like I still should have had to do a restart afterwards, and I think I probably needed to do that again, do a restart. Is this the first time that I've used the camera with the PS5? I see, it might be. I don't think it's a camera issue. I think the camera is just partially experiencing this issue as well, but I don't know for certain. And the other thing too, by the way, the camera is not connected to the PS5, right? It's still connected to the computer in the same way, and OBS and everything. It's just we're getting footage in from the PlayStation. So I wouldn't think the PlayStation and the camera are somehow interfering with one another, but I can't guarantee that either, I guess. All I can say is if you're here and you're watching for the very first time, this is not a normal occurrence for us. We usually have a fairly issue-free stream. So here we are, having some weird issues.
Sky above, we pray this day for deliverance from evil. Grant us the meager sustenance to nourish our fragile bodies in the times to come. Guide our lost souls on the path to salvation. Shine down your radiant light upon us, for darkness looms thick through all corners of Fevrith. Such is my request as your humble servant.
I love that this is voice acted.
In the name of the Guardian Unicorn, and that of the Holy Mother. Is that you, Elaine?
Probably not.
How many times must I ask you not to stomp around in the cathedral? What is the meaning of this?
Well, look what we've got here. Seems we're the first to show.
Rough her up if you want, but don't forget, the girl dies and our heads will roll too.
Such depravity.
So who
will
is
not go
Scarlet?
unpunished. Not in the house of the Heavenly Father.
Why does she have a
Best get to praying.
pass for the death?
She's fast.
Not as fast as us.
What the?
Scarlet, are you hurt?
Only a little shaken, that's all. What's happening to us, Elaine?
A ship has come ashore on Palavian soil. One hoisting the banner of the Zenoiran army.
And are they aware that you're the Crown Prince?
I can't say for certain, but we know one thing. These people are our enemy, and they must be stopped.
Yes.
Yes. My cathedral will see no more bloodshed this day. Come.
Yeah, we'll
let
see
me
about
go
that.
outside.
Your Highness, it's a relief to see you unharmed.
Hold on. Where's Lex?
He went ahead to alert the town. We best find him and get to the harbor.
Indeed. But first, my prince, this belongs to you.
The ring.
The Ring of the Unicorn. Queen Elenia wished for you to have it. In truth, I had intended to wait till signs of age played more deeply across your face. But we no longer have such luxury. I have the utmost faith you'll see it secured.
A keepsake from my mother. Thank you for this, Joseph. Truly.
It has power too of some kind, she said.
Now, let us be off.
Put it on. Find out that we turn invisible. Or something. Battle stages are the fields of combat where allied and enemy units wage war in real time. Huh, okay. Each battle stage has victory conditions that must be fulfilled in order to complete it, such as defeating the enemy commander. Deploying units. Allied units can be deployed from any base flying a blue flag. First, move the cursor to the command post, and then give Elaine's unit the order to deploy. We will, but first I'm gonna pause and see, like, what options do we have in here now, right? Difficulty tactical? Difficulty focused around tactical gameplay for players familiar with strategy games. I can't change this. I don't know what the other options would be. That's interesting. Fast forward and cutscenes? No, we don't need that. Auto advanced dialogue? You know what? I don't mind it being on. We did miss a little tiny bit of the dialogue from one of the very first things, but I didn't know it was going to auto advance. Now we do, so it's fine. Auto run. Okay. There's nothing in this option menu about the map shifting or tilting. There's also a text log. Cool. Sure. All right. Down at the bottom, we see gold, honors, renown. Cool. Cool. Got a library that we'll not look at right now. Okay, deploy. We only have one unit, which is just Elaine and Scarlet.
They will be ours.
Okay, we're out. Deploying a unit consumes 1 Valor point from the gauge displayed in the upper left of the screen. Valor points can be replenished by defeating enemies, liberating towns and fortresses, and more. That's a really neat mechanic. You might have more units than you're able to send out, but the more things you do on the map, the more of them can come out. That's kind of neat, right? Elaine, look! They've already reached the town. This is where I don't want the auto continue on. Then we know our first aim. We must dispatch those soldiers as quickly as possible.
We march.
Move. There. It's happened again. I'm getting a little frustrated with that. I have options, right? We could bring the stream down. I could restart. We'd be back in 5 to 10 minutes. I really don't want to do that though, and then that splits videos, and I don't want to do that. I don't know. It's there. It's an option. I don't love it.
Onward.
When an allied unit encounters an enemy unit, the battle menu will appear at the bottom of the screen. Use it to organize your forces and view enemy details before battle. Select battle once you've finished preparing to enter the fray. Okay.
You face me.
So it does look, by the way, down below, which is not normally where we are, but down below, there is a sort of setup, and it looks like there is a front line and a back line for both our unit and the other unit. Although it does look like there's axe bearers in both their front and back line. Whereas, of course, I think we have a caster, maybe a healer in the back of ours, right? Either way, I'm just going to hit battle. I don't think there's much we have to do yet. Flow of battle. Battles play out automatically according to various predetermined rules. First, a combatant's initiative determines their turn order within battle. When a combatant's turn arrives, they will use one of their active skills. Using an active skill will consume AP points, action points. Combatants will take turns using active skills in order according to their initiatives. Battle will continue until all of the combatants run out of AP. Now, is there somewhere that we can see the turn order? Because I don't see that anywhere at the moment, right? What I can see on the bottom right is that Elaine has a single blue crystal, Scarlet has a red and a blue one, right? And the guy who's about to act, it only has a blue one left as well. If we look right down below, and the other one has a red and blue as well. Passive skills will trigger automatically when certain conditions are met, such as being hit with an attack. So we did a Noble Guard. First, Elaine's Noble Guard skill triggers when he is attacked, causing him to protect himself. Using a passive skill consumes the blue passive points. Okay. Next, Scarlet's Quick Heal skill triggers when an ally takes damage, thus healing that ally. We've only lost 4 HP. I feel like it's not worth it yet. Passive skills are passive? No way!
Easy now.
Look at that. Recover more than double what we lost. Holy light! Finally, the enemy's Parting Blow skill triggers at the end of battle, performing an additional attack. We were able to guard without a passive point. Did you notice that? We also dodged without having a passive skill use as well. The battle will end when all combatants have run out of AP, or when all combatants on one side have been defeated. You can also press square to view the battle log and review the skills that were used. Okay. Oh, the whole battle is done, not just a turn. So what's going to happen, right, is we're still going to be 2 units on the battlefield, but one of the individuals within the enemy unit is now gone, defeated. That's a neat mechanic, right? Battle results. If neither unit is defeated in battle, the side with the lower percentage HP remaining is the loser. Okay. Upon losing a battle, the defeated unit is knocked back and enters a waiting state, rendering it immobile for a short time. We almost have them. Just one more push. Move Elaine's unit to the enemy to commence another battle. But before we do that, okay, look, for sure, down below us, it's showing us that the first dude is down. 0 out of 13. Just the bat guy is up.
The time is at hand.
I wonder how far we can move. Like, it seems like a long ways, does it not? Just playing around with it.
To me.
First strikes. Engaging a waiting unit will grant the attacking unit a first strike. A unit executing a first strike will always act first, regardless of the initiative. Yeah, it's like a surprise round almost. Except, I think he's still gonna... If we didn't take him out, I think he would still get an action, right? Makes sense. Because it's not like there's turns. By the way, we got a lot of XP. Camera's gone again. I don't know what happened. I'm so not happy with it. I could try something. Do we want to try something? Hold on. I'll tell you though, I don't look so great, and there's an issue back there. Alright, I have swapped cameras temporarily, and now I'm going to be looking at the wrong one. I swapped cameras. We'll see if this one freezes too. Okay. I'm also like... tinker. Because like I had to modify color settings and things, and color settings are definitely off here. They're definitely modified. But by the way, we got more XP for actually removing the whole unit instead of one member of that unit.
Victory grows ever closer.
Good! All that remains now is to reclaim the town. That's where Lex headed, right? I hope he's okay. Liberating facilities. Garrisoning a unit in a town, fort, or other facility will allow that unit to liberate the facility. Move Elaine's unit to Palevia Town to garrison there. What does this all say? Gain 2 stamina, first time only, no stamina consumption, no wait time, stage damage reduction, HP recovery, stamina recovery, okay. Garrison. We went from 4 in our banner up to 6, looking at the wrong camera. Liberating facilities will replenish valor points. Oh, that's the thing on the top. I saw some weird stuff happening on the camera there. Something odd's going on. Something real odd's going on. Will replenish your valor points and boost your score upon completing the stage. Additionally, facilities that have been liberated will serve as bases from which allied units can be deployed. Lex! Hey, sorry about that. They caught me off guard there. But don't worry, everyone's safe. I made sure of it. I knew I was right to count on you, and I'm glad you're unharmed as well. Still wish I could have done more, though. Here, let me scout out ahead to make up for it. Unit movement. 2. Units can be ordered to move to any location you specify. Select Lex's unit and then move him to the marked location. Okay.
I'm up.
Hold on, before I do that, just like details. It's just Lex. No one else here. They are a leader, take less damage from ranged assists. Okay. Kind of neat, right?
Ready. Yes, sir.
I wonder if we can speed up their map movement. Just what I was hoping for. It's time to show these guys what I'm made of. Move Lex's unit to the enemy. There's 3 units down there. This sounds like a terrible idea. Like a real terrible idea. I would not do this normally, that's for sure.
This one's mine.
Battle? That looked like some kind of armor break. Parting blow. Lex, you're gonna die. Yeah, we lost that one. I'm still looking at the wrong camera. Dang. Might have gotten too eager there. Lex! No, we'll never make it in time. Allow me, Your Highness. Unit mobility. Different units have differing degrees of mobility. The higher the stat is, the quicker they'll move through a battle stage. I wonder how that works, like if you have a horse unit mixed in with your foot troops. If they somehow like even out movement, or if it's like your slowest unit dictates the whole group's movement on the map. I don't know. A unit's combined mobility is determined by the individual mobility stats of its members. Yeah, but that still didn't really tell. They just confirmed what I was asking, right? The whole makeup determines the movement, but they didn't really explain how.
A service of the royal family. What would you ask?
Move it to Lex's unit specifically. I wonder if you can merge them. I am your foe this day, prepare to be struck down. I wonder if they're touching, if they become part of the same force. Swapping positions. When two allied units are in close proximity, one can swap in for the other. L1 or R1 to have Yosef's... I'm saying Yosef, but it's Joseph. Also, the crazy thing just happened again. I'm pretty sure if the other camera was turned on, configured at the moment, it would have just paused and turned off. Whereas this one's like doing some weird thing. You know what I really need to do? I really need to buy one of those like power banks, so that when the power goes off, either if it's a blip, it doesn't matter, right? It's got a battery backup. Or if it goes off entirely, I can run down here and like turn things off normally before they were to die. Before battle, you will see prediction of how much damage each unit will take. Note how these predictions change when swapping units. Okay. Where do we see the predictions? Center of the screen. Damage 0. 5 damage on the other side. Or I can swap.
Nothing back.
Damage 67. 0 damage on the blue side. Okay. Yeah, the swap. It's a good call. I'm glad I thought of it. Oh, he's really strong. He's really strong. I didn't see what level. Oh, he's level 20. That's why. Which also means we're about to lose him. Chloe, on the other hand, I think is coming with us.
A trivial undertaking.
Run away! Lex, are you alright? Somehow. Yeah, sorry for making you worry. You know, it's a miracle you can even put your armor on straight. Here, this medicine should perk you up again. Acquired a healing tonic ×3. When a combatant's HP falls to 0, they will be rendered incapacitated. Items and skills can restore HP and revive incapacitated combatants. Select the items option from a unit's action menu to use an item. Okay.
I just want to sleep.
Healing tonic. Restores 30 HP to a single combatant. Sure. Do it. Phew, I needed that. But, I wonder, is a combatant one of the members of the unit? Chloe, perhaps you'd better serve watching after Lex directly. Yes. I fear he's a bit of a liability on his own. Very much agreed. No more messing around, Lex. I'll be keeping a close eye on you. Ugh. Now then, this area appears to be safe for the time being. Let us hurry to the harbor. I'm gonna make a prediction that we're like almost certainly not gonna be able to, I'm still looking at the wrong camera. Not gonna be able to say for sure. Probably this demo stream. What is that? If I could make that weird glitchy thing happen on command, that would be awesome as like a weird animation to do it sometimes. Not randomly, though, it's not good. My prediction is that it's solely based off of their hair color and the good units and the bad units. The good units are blue, the bad units are red. Lex's hair is red, but Elaine's is blue, and Elaine is the main character. Lex is gonna turn traitor and join the other side at some point. Probably earlier than later, but probably after the demo, if I had to guess. Alright. My word, but that's Hodrick! He and I used to stand as the stalwart pillars of Cornea's defense. What might possibly have changed him? Almost dying. Prepare yourselves, rebels! Any foolish enough to defy Emperor Galerius must be put to the sword. It seems combat is our only path forward. Indeed. Ridding this land of the enemy must be our first and only priority, no matter who that enemy may be. The time limit expires as the defeat condition. Ominous. Defeat Hodrick. Let's see. Selecting multiple units. Move the cursor while holding X to select multiple units and give them all the same order at once. Okay. After selecting the desired units, release X, choose the destination, and they'll all head towards that location. Okay. Pausing the battle. Ordering a unit to move or pressing X during a battle stage will automatically pause the game. Okay. The move and item commands can be used even while the game is paused. Press circle to resume the game. So we're paused right now, and I'm supposed to select... I'm somehow supposed to select multiple units. There we go. And then move them. Okay.
On it.
We're still paused.
Awaiting your command.
Move you to there, I guess.
By your word.
Undo the pause. Oh!
Come.
Well, I didn't quite expect that dude to engage our horseman. I can see why it happened, though. He got too close. We could swap, but you know what? I think we just battle, because this is our strongest dude anyways.
Hold fast.
Yeah, 1 damage. Somehow we didn't kill him. That's okay, then we'll have Elaine kill him. The weakened unit. Okay, unpause, because everyone still has their orders.
I shall hold nothing back.
Battle. I wonder if there's like weapon type bonuses, like in Fire Emblem, right? So a spear user should be good against a horseman, right?
The battle is won.
Oh look, he got 7 whole XP for that.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
I really want, hold on, these two, can I like change their movement to be this other dude instead? Yes.
To me.
Go after the dude who's moving and not the one who's in waiting, if you will. Whereas this guy, I kind of want him to now move directly towards Hodrick, I feel like. They act as a squad part. Really reminds you of something, but you can't remember what. I don't know. You know what? Hold on. What if I just don't have him move? He engaged the wrong dude. Like, I really wanted Elaine to fight here. But if Elaine fights, he's actually going to take a lot of damage. Look at that. I think we would take 23. So let's go ahead and just do it this way again. Elaine can bop them up, I guess.
I have you.
Because I feel like I want them to gain XP as well, right? And if this dude's soaking up all the XP.
I fight in me yet. For the liberation.
Friend came online. Sorry.
We march.
I'm gonna actually have Lex take this dude out.
Yes, sir.
And look at this. Look at this. If I send Joseph in, he'll take the Hodrick's force will take 26, and Joseph will take 3. If I send Elaine's unit in, it's 18 and 6. Interestingly enough, I kind of want to just send Elaine's unit in.
The path is set.
Get a little bit of that like damage and stuff going with our main character. Maybe you're thinking of Last Remnant? Maybe. Weirdness happening again? Long thrust! Good job, guys. I knew you could do it. Oh, he leveled up. This is why it's totally worth it, right? To be using these other guys and not Joseph.
In service of the crown.
I'm trying to absorb all of this. I know my face is sort of in the way. By the way, I don't have a fancy button to, like, move my camera or anything on this scene. I should probably do that. What about if I was 25 years younger? I might have gotten sent to the digital world? Wait, why? What just happened? Oh, the thing that just happened to me. Yeah. Yeah. That thing is happening frequently, and I honestly don't know what it is, and just the difference is the other camera was shutting off when this happened, and this camera's just spazzing out with whatever it is. Yeah. Do you have to be a kid to go to the digital world? Is that a like prerequisite? Anyways, we have HP, physical attack, physical defense, magic and attack and defense, accuracy, evasion, critical rate, or guard rate, and initiative. And do you see they all have letters, right? So like her HP is only a C, her physical attack is a B, her physical defense is a C. I wonder if that's because of what current skill she's at, or if that's like she's always going to be a C in HP and always a B in physical attack. And if that's the case, we could obviously see like, oh yeah, we could swap her out eventually when we can hire someone better or something like that. But if we're able to like train them up, that's really neat too. Hey James. The isekais don't typically happen to people our age. That's true.
No stopping now.
All right, we will let Elaine continue. However, I think we'll have him just wait in the background. This is in quotes. As a person grows older. When that happens, by the way, does all the audio cut out? Do I cut out my voice and whatnot? As a person grows older, that energy dwindles, and soon that Digimon is nowhere near as strong as it used to be. Even more so, the film reveals that when the chosen child ages into adulthood, their Digimon partner ceases to exist. That's terrible! That's horrible! I hate it! I hate it! I hate it. Alright. Go!
This struggle will only prolong the pain. Accept the mercy of a swift demise.
I wonder if things would have happened differently, like dialogue, if Joseph engaged.
Enough of your questions, Whelp. Interfere, and I shall see you suffer for it. I'll guard you.
He was a very good guard. He was also like level 40, by the way. all buffs removed and almost dead.
Let me.
We march on.
When the camera flips out, the audio distorts, but not fully cuts out. Okay. And again, I guess I want to make the call out. I don't think the camera is flipping out. I think something else is that's causing the audio and the camera issues. Right? I think there's something else. And I really want to restart my PC. I just don't really want to bring the stream down. If I had a whole separate computer, and that separate computer was the streaming machine, and I had a gaming machine, I could easily restart the gaming machine. But who knows? We could have had the same problem on the streaming machine. Such firm defenses! Our weapons barely leave a scratch. Perhaps my magic will work then. Leave this to me, Elaine. Oh, we did. We did. Hold R2 to fast forward the game, advancing time quickly. Fast forward can be used both in stages and during battles. If the game is paused, fast forwarding will automatically resume it. Makes perfect sense. I don't want to fast forward, I don't think. So hold on. If we move you, 13 and 2, I'm just kind of like curious. If I move Joseph in, 26 and 4. Like, how about I move Joseph in, and then we have Elaine, like, finish it off? Right? To get Elaine the kill XP, I think. You can think of a few salarymen who get isekai'd.
Very well.
Alright, unpause. I really want to see if Joseph has unique dialogue. That's part of the reason why I'm doing this.
I fail to understand, Holdrick. What has motivated this shift in allegiance?
He did.
Joseph, Cornea's most decorated knight. I shall close the book on your tale myself.
Stand true!
The battle is won.
The battle is won. Okay, I'm going to come back here, and I'm going to tell you to cancel your movement, and then we'll let Elaine go in and finish it off. Because I imagine they'll finish it off. You're here now fully, getting caught up. What's going on in-game? Well, in-game, right, the quick summary, we haven't really done a whole lot, but our character Elaine, as a child, was whisked away by Joseph the Knight, who's right here as well, right? And by the way, yes, I see that the green screen thing, but it's the green screen. I'll get to the green screen in a moment. Let's do story. Whisked away because they were under attack. The castle to be taken over by a traitor, one of the highest ranked knights or whatever or generals, I think is what it was. General V something. Vargas? Which became a different name entirely. Emperor Garius or something to the sort. So as a child, we're whisked away. We are the prince of the crown, right? 10 years go by, and in the 10 years, the guy who took over our kingdom takes over all of the surrounding kingdoms as well. And so we got to an island that somehow remained secret or something for the whole 10 years. And we've trained. Well, guess what? They've shown up. They've shown up to attack, and they had orders not to kill, but to capture. Probably us, but it also sounded like Scarlet, who's the other character with Elaine. We don't really know anything about her yet. This guy we're fighting was one of the Queen's shields, really. So we don't know why he's on the enemy side now, but we're about to defeat him. And movement on the map is really kind of neat and cool, I think. It's real time, however, we're paused at the moment, right? But so you select your units and you tell them to go do a thing, but each unit is made up of multiple combatants. And so you can see down there, we have 2 combatants in this unit. Only 1 in this one, and we do have 2 over here too. So I feel like there's going to be a lot of really neat and cool things you can do. And who knows if different characters play well or not so well together, and so you don't want them in the same squads. I don't know. Other things that are going on, the stream is having a weird issue. Specifically not the stream, but my computer. So I had a power outage today, and in the power outage, it wasn't just a blip, it was a decent chunk of time. I got the computer back up and running. We were a little late starting the stream because I was getting some settings and things reset, doing all the configurations that have to happen when you get weird, unexpected shutdowns. And ever since we started the stream, we've had an issue where occasionally the audio will blip a little bit. On my end, I totally lose audio for a second. Apparently it's not as bad on stream. But what was really happening, I've swapped from the new camera back to the old camera because every time that would happen, the camera would shut off, leaving me as a frozen face on the screen. The old camera doesn't shut off, it just, like, I just glitch out. And because of that, I have switched back to the old camera, but all of the settings are still in place for the new camera, which means color settings and everything, and that includes the green screen. So when that thing was over here, the green screen was technically there, but it wasn't quite the right color based on the lighting. It was like a shadow or something, and it was showing. So there's probably some other weird stuff. I did notice that I've got a little bit of a green glow going on. I'm not the Hulk, I promise, but it is there. And I think the only option that we have really to solve it would be to do a restart on my machine, and that means the whole stream goes down, and I don't want to do that. So we'll just keep playing the demo a little bit here.
Try again.
Nice. 70 XP each, that's great. Lots of Merc stream lore. What exactly is the lore?
Another step forth.
Oh, look at this. Elaine has an A rating in guard rate. That's kind of cool. Only a C in physical attack, however. Also, I wonder, these stat bonuses that we've just obtained, are they random? You're loving the 2D animation? I really do too. I think it's great looking. She has an A in magic defense, but only a C in magic attack. Yeah, more like Merc stream data. Either way, a young Brent Spiner would play it.
Well thought.
We have just taken the harbor. Cool. I wonder if this score is going to mean anything. We've got a war fund going, honors, and renown. Oh, I'm loving the different kinds of currencies that are going to come into play in this game.
What foolishness is this? One such as I, brought low by the corneate vermin that gnawed our ankles.
You've fallen far indeed, Hodrick. How many times did you stare death in the face at Her Majesty's side? Now, look what you've become. I may stand as your swordmaster no longer, but I can yet offer you a merciful end to your descent.
Will he just switch sides again?
Your Highness.
Tell me, Hodrick, do you remember the times you and I played together? When I was still just a boy? Yours was a bond of loyalty few knights could hope to equal. Why cast that aside and bend the knee to Galerius?
Because he didn't want to die!
I refuse to cut down a friend without first knowing how we've reached this grim conclusion. A simple reason is all I ask. Please.
The ring!
The ring? What sorcery is this?
Oh, is the ring gonna have some sort of, like...
Oh, my head. What am I doing here?
He was under a spell? Ah, glitch out. If I could get, like I was saying, if I could get this glitch out animation that I could activate, that would be amazing.
Just the only way I can think to describe it, my prince. That ill-fated day, all the lords closest to your mother turned upon her without so much as a moment's notice. Unfortunately, my memories end there as well.
You've lost 10 years of your life!
If what you say is true, this spell of control, it could be called. Such magic would go far in explaining how Galerius so swiftly brought Fevrith to its knees.
I shudder to think what unspeakable evil I wrought upon our world these last 10 years. Though there is no greater misdeed than turning my spear upon you, Prince Elaine.
That's enough. You mustn't blame yourself any further. But I do wonder, how is this ring capable of unmaking the spell?
Because it's magic.
In truth, I had believed it to be mere regalia, a symbol of your birthright and nothing more.
The Queen said it had power. Sorry. Hold on. Actually, hold on. Can I go back into the options? Is that a thing? No. So it says push the thing for options. It's not doing it. Oh, disable auto advance. That's what I want. Exactly. That way, I don't have to pause when I want to talk to you guys.
The power of cleansing truly exists. Your Highness, that is the Ring of the Unicorn, ancestral treasure of Cornia's royal lineage.
Is Hodrick sleeping? I mean, like, I know he's, like, right behind me, but...
Legend speaks of your ancestors wielding it to purify evil, but I had believed such tales to be mere fiction.
The Orthodoxy has a similar story about the Holy Unicorn. How it was a sacred beast able to purge darkness from our lands. It's entirely possible that the ring that bears its image is somehow capable of that same power.
I bet you the unicorn wore the ring on its horn. Just saying. Makes total sense.
Should Galerius' rule be built upon a foul sorcery that fetters our people, then this ring is the ray of light that will pierce its wicked heart.
Your words ring true, my prince.
Indeed. Were we able to free those bound by his cruel magics?
It might just bring the iron wall of Zenoira crashing down.
All told, I've often found myself plagued with doubt. Is it justice that guides our march, or paltry vendetta?
It'll turn out that the unicorn was a punk with strange piercings. Maybe Elaine will grow a horn eventually in response to wearing the ring. Ooh. That would be an interesting turn.
Yet the answer is clear as day now. The path before us is laid bare, and all that remains now is to walk it. Walk it I will, Mother. Today marks our first foray into the mists of despair which hang heavy over our home. Mists that will soon be dispelled. It may take days, months, or even years, but I shall see the duties of my bloodline fulfilled, and slay Galerius like the beast he is.
What if Galerius could be corrupted with that magic as well, and the ring could undo it? Ship, main deck.
Well, all things considered, any fog that lingered in his mind seems to have cleared, and he stands ready to fight once more.
Honestly, I thought we were going to leave the island and not have Joseph, who's level 20-something, and not have Hodrick, who's going to be a higher level as well. He was absolutely level 40 in the intro. Whether or not he still is, I don't know.
By the way, Your Highness, allow me to brief you on our plans for when we arrive. Among the Liberation members I've mustered in my past excursions is a young yet skilled knight by the name of Clive. I'll ride to bring him to you the moment we've reached solid ground.
Ah, we are going to lose him. He's going to go off to find Clive. I got it. You could use the game voice to be just a little louder. A good call out. So, I can make the whole game louder. Alright. And then we can make the music lower. So, I just raised it. Let me know. How does it sound in comparison to what it was?
You have my thanks.
A word, Elaine?
Is something wrong?
Well... No, it's nothing.
Are you sure? Anxiety will be the death of you if you keep it bottled up like that.
It really isn't important, I assure you.
You were coming towards us, you were about to say something, but no, never mind.
It's just... our lives have changed so drastically from the peace we had only yesterday. It barely seems real.
And then she says it anyways, which is good.
I can't say I feel any different. But I've always known this day would come. It's why I've spent all these years training under Joseph's careful instruction.
All these years training, and he was only level 1.
A shame you never had the chance to meet my mother. She was always one to blaze a path forward, royal blade in arm. But as her heir, I intend to lead in much the same way.
Is that why you and Lex spent all your days banging swords down at the shore?
You've seen that, have you? You know,
Probably.
Ulfric was likely but one of many. And assuming the others who surrendered to Zenoira are being controlled as he was, we may just stand a chance in this. Yet our liberation is still in its nascent days. Promising, yes, but gravely fragile as well.
Let's see. Astra, you think pretty good on volume now? Okay, thank you. Good things happen gradually, but great things happen all at once. Quote from the movie Rat Race. I want to, like, I'm curious, how close to, like, a Fire Emblem is this going to be? Are we going to have the chance to permanently lose characters if they die in battle? Because that could be interesting. If it turns out that that's a possibility, right? We have options. We could reload a previous save and go back before we do the whole encounter or whatever, right? Or we could play it out and see how everything turns out after losing so many people along the way. I feel like that's the more interesting route, but is also the way that you get to the more difficult route too, right? When you're losing your heroes. But I remember playing, like, the first Fire Emblem that came to North America. I had it, and I played it, and I really enjoyed that game a lot. And I don't remember the name of that one particularly, but I believe it was on the Game Boy. But anyways, I remember having, like, certain characters and then losing one that was, like, one of the cool ones or whatever in battle, and, like, how at the time I never played a game that had permadeath on anything, and so, like, it was a big deal. The difficult route is the people you lost along the way? Yes.
Which is precisely why I'll need your help, Scarlet. To reclaim peace for all who have suffered.
By the way, I think the game so far has pretty good voice acting. I'm quite happy with it.
Elaine, Of course. I'll do everything I can, as is my role as a priestess of the Palavian Church.
Hey, don't forget about me.
Oh, and by the way, Bomber, you probably missed it, but I'm making a prediction, right? My prediction, solely based off of hair color. Elaine, the main character, blue hair, all the good units are blue, right? Lex, the friend with the red hair, is somehow going to be corrupted and become a traitor. I'm calling it. I'm calling it now. And then we're going to have to fight against our best friend in the world at some point. And hopefully turn him back to the forces of good with the ring. Only to find out that he wasn't corrupted in the first place. He changed. Bomber, you think the voice acting is solid B+ or A in your opinion? Yeah. Yeah. So Astro, imagine a Fire Emblem game where you can lose your characters, but you can also lose your main character, and then some random background character becomes your main character if you do. And it just mangles the story. That would be neat. So the reason why that doesn't happen in games is because that's difficult, right? It's difficult to come up with all these sorts of possibilities that could happen and code for it. And so, okay, so probably everyone here is aware of Pirate Software, the guy who became a ginormous streamer on Twitch as of recent months. He's making a game called Heartbound, in which he has tried to do that, where there's so many branching possibilities in the story that all leads to completely separate outcomes. I want to play this game, but I am waiting for it to be more finished. It's totally playable as it is today, but I'm just waiting, right? Because he's still working on it. I want him to like get more done with it before I play it, because I'll probably only play it once, right? But like he's talked about that before, how, you know, how much extra work goes into planning. Well, if this happens here, and then this happens here, and then this happens here, the end is way different than if different things had happened. And so you got to come up with all these different potential story outcomes. So, but if you could do that somehow, where your main character dies, the Crown Prince is dead, and someone picks up the banner on the battlefield, right? One of your other characters who you hired randomly in an inn or something like that, right? And then they become the emperor, and it ends with them being, you know, the new crown or something. It'd be neat. Yeah. Bomber, you accept that idea. A game with 10,000 endings. Can you just imagine, though, right? Just imagine, for just a moment, if you could play the game, and then you talk to, every single person you talk to has a different story that they tell from the game that you played. The same game that you played. But you don't recognize any of the things they said because it branched too dramatically. And so you tell, you know, 10 people, 20 people, 100 people, and they all tell you a different version of the same story. That would just be amazing. It's like the times when different movie theaters would have like one or you know, up to 1 to 3 different endings of a movie, and you'd go watch it and you'd go talk to someone about it later, and they went inside a different theater and they had a different ending, and you're like, whoa! That doesn't happen enough. That needs to happen more often. So, like Clue. Exactly like Clue, James. That was exactly what was in my mind. You can imagine that AI will eventually allow that to happen. Yes, but will it be any good?
Lex.
What?
I'm sorry, my prince. Decorum doesn't come naturally to this fool.
It's all right. When you've known each other as long as we have, there's no reason to let formality bind us.
But there are protocols to observe. Rules we must follow as vassals in service of the crown. Still, I'm of the same mind. What mind he has, that is.
Sick burn. How old do you think the characters are? It has been 10 years since Elaine was whisked away as a child, but how old do we think he was there? 6? Is he 16 now? 16 would be a pretty standard age. But could he have been a little older? Could he have been 8 and now he's 18? I'm really not sure.
I'll give my all in the royal name, your majesty.
You know, we might be able to look at his character stats page or something and see some details like that.
Thank you all. I couldn't ask for a finer group of friends.
Yeah, sure. Save it on slot 1. Intermission. Okay. The menus are kind of neat. Ooh, now we get to pick our difficulty. All right, select your difficulty, and this can be changed at any time from the options menu. A difficulty focused around enjoyment of the story for players looking to win battles without much difficulty. Not us. Move on. Tactical. Difficulty focused around tactical gameplay for players familiar with the game. Okay, I'm back. Tactical, maybe. Expert. A difficulty focused around pushing your tactical mind to its limits for players who are quite skilled at strategy games. Alright, it says we can change it at any time, we should just go in guns a-blazing on expert and see how it happens, right? Save files in a demo. James, the save that we do in this demo will carry over to the full game as well. So if we decide that we really like this game and want to keep going with it, we'll pick up right from the demo. Call to action.
Elaine, why have you stopped?
Asking about stopping, but not pulling the sword, okay?
We're surrounded.
How do you know? Was it the horsemen right in front of us and the ones right behind us that tipped you off?
Get your vile claws off of me!
No, Scarlet!
Let her go!
Hey, by the way, this guy... we saw him before. I think he was on the enemy side, not the good side. But he was like with the general taking over. Also, there was definitely talk by the soldiers when they landed that they were here to kidnap someone, to capture someone, right, alive. And then they showed up at the chapel and they said, make sure that we don't harm her. And Elaine wasn't there yet. So I think we were supposed to get the impression that they were there to steal Elaine away, but I think they're actually there for Scarlet for some reason. Why would they be after Scarlet?
I should have known you'd be behind this treachery, Renault.
What is the meaning of this?
Apologies for the icy reception, but we've business with the girl.
Actually, this dude was on our side. Really getting frustrated with that camera thing.
What business could you have with Scarlet? Unhand her this instant.
No, I don't think that will be happening. I act under orders from Emperor Galerius himself. As for what he plans to do with her, that's not for one of my station to know. Yet I shall see it done all the same.
They stole Scarlet!
Scarlet!
My work here is concluded. I leave the rest to you and your capable band. Don't worry, boss. I'll earn my keep and plenty more. Wonderful. There's like no chance we get her back. Not right now. Straight into the hornet's nest, huh? You've got to do something, Elaine. Hear me, soldiers of Cornea. I ask that you stand aside for your returned prince. Sorry, kid. Can't do that. It's nothing personal. Just following orders from the guy paying the coin. Dang, we've no hope of overcoming such numbers. Your Highness! With us, everyone, I beg you! Come, my prince!
I'm ashamed to hear you met such misfortune before I arrived.
Your Highness, this man is Clive, the knight we spoke of earlier.
A pleasure.
Still, it rankles the mind.
Rankles. It just rankles that mind.
I never would have dreamt that Galerius was after Scarlet, and not you, my prince.
Who was that knight who took her?
His name is Renault, formerly a proud servant of Queen Elenia, not unlike myself. And just as I fell victim to Galerius and his foul magic, it would seem he has met with a similar fate.
So who else is calling that, like, towards the end of the game we have to fight our mother, the queen, who's been corrupted by this magic? Calling it now.
All the same, why Scarlet?
Perhaps her role as a priestess has something to do with it. Lately, I've heard tell of Zenoira's desire to spread its roots into the Orthodoxy, making one with direct ties a prime target.
In any case, the risk to her safety is clear should she fall into Galerius's hands. And sitting idly by only serves to stoke my worry further. Let us be off at once.
Wouldn't do that if I was you. No chance you're helping the girl if you don't even know where you're going.
Who is this purple-clad rogue who has just joined?
And you are? Don't worry, he's a friend. A collaborator of mine by the name of Travis.
Could have had a cooler name.
Fancy way to refer to a spy. You need intel, dirt, or just the latest weather, I'm your man.
And what of Renault?
Road east, faster than a clap of thunder. I can only assume he's going for the city. But the real problem is his army of mercenaries. We won't after Renault. We've got to go through them.
Your Highness, we all share your sense of urgency, but we've no hope of aiding Scarlet without first routing the enemy before us.
True.
Right. We depart as soon as we're able.
Travis the meteorologist. Yeah, I mean, he did say he's able to tell us the weather. Love it. So, that fortress over there serves as the enemy command post. Yeah, but we're supposed to go east and that's west. As long as the top of the screen is north. Indeed, Your Highness, and the region will not know peace until we can claim it as our own. Housecarl. Housecarls are the excellent attackers, who can lower an enemy's defense to deal heavy damage. As for us, this fortress here is our first and final line of defense. If the enemy overruns it, we'll have nowhere left to turn. Then we defend it at any cost and proceed forth with extreme caution. The Liberation's command post is captured, is the defeat condition. Victory, defeat Albin. Stage start. Alright, wait, hold on. So I can pause it. So this is crazy, right? That it's like real-time combat, but real-time with pause, which is where the tactical nature comes into play, right? Let's go ahead and just look at our whole surroundings. Guy guarding a bridge. So this is a ruins area. I wonder if it does say garrison effects. So it sounds like we could take the ruins. That's kind of cool. I bet you we can take this too. Yes, the harbor is also a garrison. What do we got? They're mostly all these axe breakers. In fact, they probably all have been, haven't they? Now, I wanna like hit some buttons here. So we have a zoom in and zoom out. Okay. That's all right. We have a select unit. Okay, we have an open units list. I like it. We can just see all of the enemy units and what their actions are en route to the Liberation command post. I like it. Okay. Cool. We can zoom. Holy cow, that's fast. We got a stage menu. Ooh, let's look at our character list real quick, right? If I click on Elaine, we can change gear. I love it. We can look at skills. Ah, we have Lean Edge right now at level 1. We can get Cavalry Slayer at level 10. I see. Can we change these two if we had them? I don't know, but we can come in here, we can see exactly what they do, like Lean Edge. Attack a single enemy. Recover 25% HP if the attack hits. Recover 25% HP if the target is defeated. That's kind of cool. I didn't expect to have a level 1 sword attack that also heals us. It's kind of neat. Okay, so I do wonder, like, is there a way to set our squads up? I don't see a squad menu just yet. Because I'm assuming each one of these guys... I was assuming that they could be deployed independently, but now I'm not sure that's the case. Look, Elaine has a medal. Right there. A medal. A medal. So those must be, like, the squad captains, whereas everyone else doesn't have one, so you can just have them somehow join. We'll get to it in a moment, I guess. Alright, so we want to defend. Now, I don't know if defending in a garrison actually gives us more defense or not, right? Should we get our units and then go and assault immediately, or should we get our units but then stay here? I don't know. What I do know is we have 2 Valor points right now, so we can deploy 2 units. Forgive the intrusion, Your Highness, but I believe our units will struggle without the proper changes to their formations. Aha! The formations menu. Press triangle on the deployment screen to adjust a unit's formation. Before engaging the enemy mercenaries, press triangle to adjust a unit's formation. So we can adjust here in town and elsewhere. Right, so Elaine has no one, Lex has people, and Yosef has no one. I keep saying Yosef, but his name is Joseph. I don't know why I want him to be, like, Spanish. Unit formation. On the screen, you can add, swap, or blah, 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 or remove members of a given unit. Perhaps we ought to explain the strengths of each class type first. What say you, Your Highness? Each character has a set class that determines their combat affinities, as well as what weapons and skills they're able to use. I would like to listen to the explanation. Such information would prove quite valuable. Yes, please go on. Excuse me. As you wish, my prince. To begin with, cavalry classes such as mine are quite effective when facing enemy infantry. As such, you may always call upon me to dispatch infantry in your path. The knights, highly effective against infantry-based units and can traverse stages swiftly due to their high mobility. Remember, Your Highness, that danger lies around every turn upon the field of battle. Yet, the shield I bear is more than capable of defending our allies from harm. The Hoplite, boasting great shields, armor, and high physical defense. Hoplites are stout warriors that excel at protecting their allies. Why does physical down there? Why does it have a K? Physic. Ow. I don't know. Defending's not the only way to survive, though. If you ask me, you're better off not getting hit in the first place. Hey. I resonate with this guy. Let's just dodge. If you put me in the front row, our enemies won't even be able to touch us. The Thief. Thieves have high evasion, allowing them to swiftly dodge enemy attacks in the front row. Generally speaking, you'll find it best to place your sturdiest fighters on the front row while reserving the back row for frailer combatants. Sure. Look upon the following formations as examples of how you may wish to deploy. Example unit, Lord and Knight. The Lord in the front row will bear the brunt of enemy attacks while the Knight in the back row cuts down enemy infantry. It's interesting, I would have expected the Horseman to be in a front row position, honestly. The Lord and Hoplite will share the burden of enemy attacks, and the Lord will heal when he uses Lean Edge. Or Lord and Thief. The Thief in the front row will draw and evade enemy attacks, while the Lord in the back row can focus purely on offense. Okay. Interesting. Thank you, everyone. I'll be certain to keep this in mind when planning our formations. Alright. I see. So I can select any of these positions. And I can select anyone. So can I select... This is a test, right? Can I select Lex and put him here? This character is already registered to another unit. Cancel the registration and add him here? No. But let's think about it for a moment. And by the way, I realize I'm slightly blocking some of the screen. If we played this game for real, we're gonna really have to work to find where's the best spot for my face to be. But Why not just have everyone in the same unit? You know? I feel like that's probably not the best option, but if everyone is in the same unit, we should wipe out other units easier, right? Instead of a 2-on-2 fight, we have a 6-on-2 fight, and they get crushed and defeated in one turn. I feel like is how that works out. I don't know. It's a little odd for me at the moment. But yeah, we can throw Clive here. Can I look at the details of... On this screen, you can change a unit's formation, adjust members' equipment, and alter their tactics. Okay. So, like, Joseph is level 20. He's still really high level. Overpower them with unicorns! We can make different people leaders. There is a button to make leader. Hold on. Come back over here. What do we got? So... if Clive is a leader, we get quick rest. But with Elaine being a leader, we gain more valor points when defeating enemy units. Okay. I like it. Alright, but by the way, mobility for Elaine down at the bottom is 112, but for Clive is 237. Is there a way now to see what our unit's mobility is? Elaine's unit mobility is 112. It sounds like we are limited to the slowest person. So I could see wanting to have like a purely horseman unit, right? Because then they'll be able to move across the battlefield very quickly. Is there anything that says whether or not they're already assigned? Right? Like, okay, maybe here? This shows other people in their team, I think. Oh, and look, there's a hearts thing. So, by having people in the same squad, will they get like friendship points and then eventually do better as a team together? Because that's really cool if that's the case. But what I really want to see is, I want to see like, Clive is currently in Elaine's group. Right? That's, like, we know that for certain. How do we like determine that? Like if I come down to Lex's unit and I go to Clive, I'm trying to understand if there's a quick spot I can see that tells him he's already somewhere else. Oh, I see it now. I see it. So on his picture, there is a little domino looking thing, right? That says 01. That means he's in squad 01. I see it now. Hearts NPC romance options confirmed. Bomber, when you were a kid, you thought it was Unihorn. I mean, it kind of makes more sense, does it not? It kind of makes more sense. Yeah, so this is really interesting. All right. Joseph is so high level that I feel like he stays separate. Does that make sense to you? I feel like it makes sense to me. What if we take Elaine and I want to move him, reposition to the back line, and then in front we put Hodrick. Oh, what? The unit's already full. Oh, this is why we can't do the thing I was saying. Elaine's unit, 2 out of 2. It's right here. Lex's unit down below, 2 out of 2. Somewhere along the line, we're going to get the ability to have larger units, but at the moment, we don't. I see. Yep. Okay. So who don't we have in the team at the moment? We don't have Hodrick. We don't have Travis. You know what's maybe funny is I want Travis to level up. I feel like thieves are really cool characters. I don't have any idea if they're passive steal. I want to see what that does. Can I do a button here to see? No. Not there, anyways. All right, hold on. Let me just totally. Details from here? If he's in a spot, then we can see the details. Because what I want to do is I want to see the skills. That's what I want to see. The knight has assaulting lance, quick guard, and wild rush. By the way, it says effective versus infantry-based foes, such as the Housecarls, which is what we're fighting against. So we should probably have Clive with us. Makes total sense to me. See all of his stats if we want. Go check out this group down here. What do we got here? So, excellent physical defense, because he's a fighter. Can protect allies from long-range physical attacks. Ineffective versus anti-armor and magic attacks. And then we have Chloe. Can provide support to allies and heal wounds. I didn't expect her to be able to heal. Effective versus, like, knights. Okay. Well, I guess we're going to go all the way up to Joseph's unit. And we'll set another person here. And I'm going to throw in Travis. Not Hodrick. But by the way... Oh, hold up a second here. So, Travis's mobility is 165 and Joseph is 246. But the unit is 246. Maybe the mobility is limited to the leader. Okay. And what's the leader effect? Take less damage from magic. Reduce wait time while resting. Okay. How about down here? Okay. I think we're good. I think we go with this unit formation. I guess. And let's deploy Elaine. I really think we need to get Elaine leveling up, so let's try not to use Joseph right off the bat. And we'll be able to pull 2 people out. At least we should be able to, although I probably can't until I move this unit. I can actually deploy another one. Okay. So I guess I want you to just, like, move here.
Onward.
And then
march.
I would like, I guess, to let you go, and then we'll pull out the next unit, which I guess we'll pull Lex out.
They will know what hit them.
And they will also move, be here, right?
You got it.
Go. And we cannot pull the third one out because we don't have enough valor points, as we know. All right, so we're gonna take some damage, but we're gonna do 45 to them. That's good.
You don't stand a chance.
Lex would actually even take more damage and do less. So, interesting, right? We could have taken out the other dude in one hit with that. Okay, good. We did. Yeah, money. We got 5 friendship points. Did you see that on the top? Or as Astro puts it, romance points?
A fine bout.
Okay. So, but now we're at a spot where I am a little worried about Elaine's life because he's almost at half. So I think we can engage once more with him, and then that's about it. Hey, Burger. I appreciate your message. The friend zone points. It's great.
I've arrived.
So, what next?
Can I swap here?
Me.
I can. So we will kill them.
This one's mine.
Lex will not, and in fact, Lex will take too much damage. That's really not good for Lex. It means I don't know that we're going to be able to utilize him very well. I'm enjoying the way that this combat works, actually. Even though we just watch it, I'm not doing anything, right? But there's going to be a strategy in knowing what moves each unit type or each combatant has, and how they work on the battlefield, and what's good against other kinds of units, so then we can craft our squads to be very effective, or to do something different if they need to be mobile or whatever. And so, like, even if we're not doing something in the battle itself, we do set the battle up, and that's very important. So knowing their abilities and how they work is going to be important. It's gonna be neat.
Victory grows ever closer.
All right, but now we see that Elaine is low on life, so let's move him back here so that he can get some HP recovery, right? And I guess I want to do Garrison.
Path is set.
Elaine will move back, and Lex will move forward a ways, right? This literally might just be a hit and run tactic to bring him down a little bit, right?
On it.
And we'll see if, like, other people start moving up, maybe we have to change our course of action.
Now then.
Damn it! Looks like they've got their guys crawling all over the harbor. And judging by appearances, I suspect they have more units ready to join the battle at any moment. You know what? I was kind of wondering if only people in Lex's unit would chat, but the fact that Clive is now chatted means not the case. That horse was buff. Facilities controlled by the enemy army will occasionally call reinforcements to the battle. Oh, they'll spawn units. Try attacking the enemy controlling the facility if you wish to stem the tide. This will force them to heal, stopping them from summoning reinforcements. Okay, I like it. Yeah, you keep doing the thing you're doing. You need to heal and you need to attack. And we need to get Valor points so we can bring Joseph out, right?
You don't stand a chance.
I feel like it's more like we don't stand a chance, but here we go. We fight. That leap into combat. We guard.
Sorry.
We guard again, less points though. She can multi-hit! That's awesome. Big parting blow. Uh-oh. And then a little bit of first aid.
That's how it's done.
We need to heal though now, for sure. We need to heal for sure. High jump! This guy is eager! Alright, stamina. Engaging in battle consumes 1 stamina, seen on the shield to the unit's right. Units with 0 stamina will be unable to move. A unit's starting stamina is determined by its leader. When possible, Your Highness, you should try to avoid using only a single unit in battles. Should their stamina be exhausted, they will have no choice but to rest where they stand until it recovers. Select Rest from the unit's action menu to command it to rest. The unit will enter a waiting state and recover a set amount of stamina. Keep in mind, a resting unit is defenseless against enemy attacks. If an enemy engages a resting unit in battle, that unit will be unable to use action points or passive skills. That is bad. So hold on. I'm interested though. So resting only recovers stamina. It doesn't look like it recovers HP. So I want to stay paused. Let's come over here. We see that the healing is going up, right? We're at like halfway. It looks to me like Elaine hasn't recovered any of his HP yet, so that bar might have to go all the way around before we get the healing off. I do kind of wonder, can we heal anywhere? The garrison says steady HP recovery, steady stamina recovery. So I'm gonna take the guess and say no, we can't heal anywhere, but unless we have potions, which actually we do have a healing tonic. We do have one. Let's check real quick. If we attack, it says we'll take 19 damage. which might mean that Lex goes down. Would not be good. So instead, let's go ahead and use a healing tonic. I have no idea how like valuable these are going to be and how we get more, but it feels worthwhile to do it now. Because now we're going to come in here and have no problems.
You got it.
And we're going to take the harbor.
This one's mine.
And taking the harbor will stem the tide of enemies coming out of it and give us a new stage. Be honest with me, everyone. The weird glitchiness that's happening this stream, and which will hopefully never happen again, how bad is it? Oh, physical defense down, and then we get hit again. Kerpow! We win!
Are you okay?
I like that she casts the first aid even after we've technically won, because we brought him down. That's really great. Astro, it gives you an occasional chuckle. James says it's distracting, but not terrible. Okay, thank you. I'm very, like, self-conscious about it and how I feel like it's probably not great, but if it's not too bad and we can live with it for the stream, that'll be great. It's way better than the other camera shutting off every 15 minutes, right?
Just leave it to Lex.
All right, we got initiative up 1 and we got HP up 2.
Told you I'm awesome.
All right, you take the harbor and garrison. And we're still waiting for Elaine, but also check it out, we have a new Valor point. Yeah, right. Oh no, my finger, it's disappearing. We have a new Valor point, so I'm hoping I can take this and then we can pull Joseph out of the harbor. Right, that would be pretty cool. And then Joseph could come wreck down here and take out the ruins. That seems like the play to me.
One for the good guys.
Okay. Town girl. Oh, kind sir. Thank you for saving us. I hope this can prove useful in the battles ahead. Ooh, items. Acquired revival orb. That sounds a little more than just useful. Good job. All right. So can I come here, spend Valor points to deploy a unit, and then deploy Joseph's unit?
In service of the royal
Sure
family,
can.
what would you ask?
And then Joseph's unit just demolishes. Hopefully we can level up Travis,
As
right?
you wish.
And by the way, I see that our healing just finished up there. We'll have to check after this fight to see, did we full heal? Because I see that we only got 1 stamina back. But HP-wise, did we full heal? I don't know. Anyways, we win. We win. Passive steal. Oh! Oh! Did you see what that was? The ability was called Passive Steal, and I thought that meant, oh, we have a passive action to steal an item from an enemy. But no, we stole their passive action point. That was nuts. Totally unexpected. And I feel like I've never seen a thief character that didn't steal items. So that's why I didn't expect it. And that could really change up the way battle happens, right? By the way, do you think maybe we should have done a different party setup that didn't include Joseph? He's level 20, and I think he's capped out. It's red. He's gonna, like, crush, but also now we have the Hoplite character who isn't gaining any XP. And I still have a feeling Joseph's gonna, like, not be with us for very long.
I've not chosen my grave yet.
Alright, what's our HP look like? 16? We only got 6 HP back. So, that's not great. Not great, but not the worst, I guess, either, but... Let's take out this unit, and then we take out the ruins. And the reason why I say that is because the garrison effect give us 2 stamina back. So we'll regain our used stamina. Makes sense to me anyways.
By your word.
Hodrick. These ruins may hold something of use. You can find items by garrisoning in ruins. Cool. I still want to fight first. Thank you.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
HP might be better gained by tonic. Elaine is missing out on XP by waiting. That's true. That is true, and we do have 1 tonic left, but we don't know how to get more. Not yet, anyways. Makes it something I'm not sure if I want to use up right away, you know?
I am with you.
Yeah!
I fight in me yet. For the liberation. What would you ask?
Yep, go take them out. I wonder what we do with Valor points after we can't bring anyone else out. I feel like there was a tutorial message that said something like the more Valor points, the more reward we get, which also adds a whole new layer of complexity into a combat of only pull out as many units as you need. Because if you pull out too many, you're going to get lower rewards. I think is what they're trying to go for.
Come.
Battle.
I'll take that.
These guys don't stand a chance. Not against Joseph, that's for sure.
A trivial undertaking.
Alright, you garrison there, please.
By your word. I have taken it as our own.
Acquired Dew of Strength. Whatever that is, right? By the way, we do have a time limit up there, and it is ticking down. So I wonder what happens if we don't win on the time limit, right? Because, hold on. It tells us, oh, defeat conditions. The time limit expires. Okay, sure. Remember to watch the stamina. Yeah. Watching stamina. We just regained stamina here, which is great. I could let them rest here for 1 turn to get their stamina back and then take him down and around. But I don't know. This guy here, we're going to let them get 1 more healing off, and then we'll come down and attack. And then we're going to let 1 more on Elaine, and then we'll bring them out too. So now we're just sort of in a waiting game. Pause.
Sure thing.
Move. Ooh, this guy crushes us. Why does he crush us so bad? We take 41 damage. Why? Is it because they're, their soldiers can provide support to allies and heal wounds. They're effective versus cavalry. We don't even have cavalry on us, right? Bernard and Renard. This guy lost a B. And a slight, change in stuff too. A big loss there. A huge loss there. Boy, this really makes it feel like we shouldn't engage with Lex, because he might die. And we don't know. If someone goes to 0, are they dead? This feels like he dies, and then, like, splash damage, and we almost kill Chloe. Doesn't it? Does to me. I might have to take him out with Joseph. I don't know. Elaine's also not full healed. We lose a lot less, so I guess we have Elaine come take that one out.
Onward.
Maybe mix up the parties with the other team that is stomping. I wonder if we can mix them up now, you know what I mean? I can reposition, I can edit their loadout. I don't know if there's a way for me to, We could deploy a unit, but we're already deployed. I feel like if they're already deployed, I don't have an option to change their formation. I wonder if there's a way to undeploy them. Withdraw a unit and recover Valor Point. So we do have the option to change up Joseph's team if we wanted to. I don't know that I want to. I don't know. I'm gonna say I'm not set on that just yet.
Very well.
I think there's a reason to leave units garrisoned at a town as well to prevent other units from coming in and just taking the town back over. But I will say I don't think that these units are moving or anything like that, so I'm not too worried about it there. The bridge there appears to be held by enemy spear bearers. Not only are they capable of delivering piercing attacks to an entire column, but they deal heavy damage to cavalry as well. I suggest you exercise the utmost caution in handling them, my prince. That's true, we did learn that with our own piercing unit. Combatants arranged in a column are susceptible to piercing attacks. As such, you should try to stagger them instead. Oh. Move the cursor over a unit and press triangle to view the unit's details. Yep. Fine reminder, Clive. Let us consider well the enemy's strengths before marching into battle. Yup. We'll do that.
Awaiting your command.
Battle, and then we'll do that with you too, because it turns out you're set up the same way. Okay.
I shall hold nothing back.
Honestly, I did not expect their positioning to matter that much, but it does. I mean, I guess for them it didn't, because they didn't even get a turn off. But it is what it is. Travis is almost leveled up. Almost. Kids aren't half bad. Come on, boys, it's time we teach them what they're up against. There are more of them? You gotta be kidding me. Alas, it is no joke. I suggest we stand our ground and await their advance, rather than charge blindly forward. Garrison effects. Facilities such as towns and bridges have a variety of garrison effects which are bestowed upon the unit garrisoned within. These effects can prove quite powerful, so try to garrison units and facilities whenever enemies approach. If you wish to review a facility's garrison effects, simply move the cursor over that facility. Yes. Skipping battles. You can now skip battles by pressing Start. Often better to watch battles play out, as skipping them prevents you from learning why a unit won or lost. Makes sense?
Very well.
Makes sense. Now, I'm also curious, if I come back to you, and I moved her over there, do we get a different outcome on this? We get a way different outcome on this. Check that out. We still take more damage than dealt, right? That's true. We take 17. But before it was like we took, what was it, like 40 damage or something?
The time is at hand.
I'm kind of interested. We're only going to take 3 damage here. We could have Elaine and Clive do the first bit of damage here, and then have Lex come in for the kill, so that Lex gets a little bit more of XP, because he's really low on the XP.
I have taken it as our own.
Come then.
Yes. Attack! Battle! Too bad his lance didn't pierce, right? Oh, he's got first aid. Okay. Win! Yeah, and the garrison may have attributed part as to why they were harder to defeat, for sure. Alright, Lex's unit will now move in for the win. In fact, we're going to get healing off of this.
You got it.
And looks like this unit's coming down to Joseph, so we'll just hold off. I'm confused. Wait, Elaine's unit moved as well.
I'm ready to hit something.
I see. I want Lex's unit to do it, though.
This one's mine. Sorry.
And we win!
I have you.
A critical heal.
That's how it's done.
I like it.
Done and dusted.
Alright, I need Lex... Actually, hold on. Do we want Lex's unit to go in after these guys? Or do we want Elaine's unit? Probably Elaine's unit.
We march.
Yeah, so we'll have Elaine's unit take the bridge. And do the garrison. Who got it? In fact, I don't think anyone's technically in the garrison. That's kind of neat, right? Well, I want to look at the XP on our character if I can find it. Details, maybe? There's unit members on our rapport and how much friendship we've gained. That's kind of always cool. View rapport overview, which isn't unlocked yet. Stats. Is this where we... Yeah, okay. This is where we can see XP. 76 to next level. Alright, battle. A critical hit. A miss. Critical 24. That would have killed the other guy. Come on, critical. Not quite.
A fine job.
You keep taking the garrison. Thank you. And then I think we push Elaine forward and we finish this one off.
The time is at hand.
Oh, and they're waiting, so I don't even think they can hit us this turn, technically.
The path is set. Come then.
Battle. I thought for sure Elaine would finish him off with the sword, but I guess not.
Well fought.
Alright, so... What does no wait time mean, I wonder? We have no wait time on garrisons either. I don't know what that means. I'm curious. What does Lex's attack look like? Lex's attack looks terrible. Lex will not be fighting this unit. Elaine's attack looks pretty bad too. Whereas Joseph's attack is probably... Joseph's attack, actually, they take no damage, but they're going to not do anywhere near as much as I thought they would. So I think we're going to want Joseph to weaken him up, and then we'll swoop in and steal the XP with someone else. Yeah? Sounds right to me.
Time is at hand. Onward.
Move Elaine back to the garrison and we'll hold there. And by the way, he's summoning more units.
Gaze upon the face of your demise.
Battle. 100%, we are the face of their demise. So, Joseph is a horseman who uses a sword, and Clive is a horseman who uses a spear. I wonder how, like, that's going to play out later. You're a certain unit, but you've got different weapon types, and will those affect the gameplay as well? I have a feeling they do. By the way, Travis has a really high accuracy and crit rate and initiative. I love it.
A trivial undertaking.
I'm curious. So, the garrison has no wait time. So what if I do wait? Right? I think Joseph is technically also missing 1 initiative. Stamina is 4 out of 5. So I guess let me try doing a wait here as well. It says no wait time. We're definitely spending time to wait. Okay.
Ready.
Kind of curious. Yeah, let's do this. We're gonna send Lex in. Lex is gonna destroy this one if possible, and then
Yes, sir.
Joseph, you will move in here, and then we'll be bringing Elaine in next.
You don't stand a chance.
Boy.
Healing.
No stopping now.
I like that there's a tiny bit of XP you get from just being in a fight, even if you haven't won. That's kind of neat, right?
On it.
There is time yet to claim victory.
That there is Alvin, leader of the mercenaries. Don't let your guard down for even a second. Enemy strength. The stars displayed beneath the enemy stamina represent the relative strength of their unit. An enemy unit can have 1 to 3 stars, depending on their strength. The enemy with a 3-star rating is the commander for a given battle stage. Stage menu, where you can review unit formations and save your progress. Oh, you can save too. Good to know. Consider saving before critical moments, such as engaging enemy commanders in battle. I'll save real quick. System? No. Wait. Save. There's just another option there. We'll say, if there's a way to save mid-scenario, that does limit the scariness, I guess, of having units potentially dying.
The time is at hand.
Alright, I'm just gonna bring you up to about there.
This one's mine.
Go on, Lex.
I have you.
Really Chloe, right? Chloe's awesome.
Score 1 for Lex.
They didn't get nearly as much XP as I expected them to, only 18 and 15. It was a single unit, however, or a single combatant on the unit. Oh, you want me to save? Well, I'll Alt F4. That's... No. Oldest trick in the book. Just battle. I feel like we don't have any risk here at all.
Well, look who finally came knocking.
That guy's still alive.
I have you.
Saw that.
Hold on. Is his passive evade, is that like a guarantee?
Nice try.
It is. And he gets 2 because he steals one at the start of combat.
Nope.
And that's just a lucky miss.
The battle is won.
Okay. How's the demo, Darth? I'm enjoying it quite a lot, actually. He's even stronger than he looks. Can we truly defeat such a powerful opponent? We can indeed. Our morale alone should be more than enough to see us through. How was Street Fighter? Gaming Instincts is here. How you doing? How you doing? Valor skills. You can now use Valor skills during a battle stage. Use them by selecting the Valor skills option from a unit's action menu. Different classes have access to different Valor skills, each of which consume Valor points when used. For example, Elaine's Valorous Order skill will grant first strike to allied units in range, which will prove useful when fighting enemy commanders. This game looks good. You always liked Vanillaware art styles? Yeah, the art is great in this game so far. And you know what? I don't think I've seen a single thing so far that I've disliked in this game. Oh, you ran out of content to do, plus your frames were dropping like crazy. We're having a minor technical issue here tonight too, unfortunately. I don't want to go off too much. We've talked about it a lot, but I had a power outage, and in the power outage, something has happened. I bet you my machine needs to be restarted, but I don't want to restart in the middle of a stream. And we're occasionally getting a small audio glitch, and it was turning my camera off, so I switched back to my old camera, which isn't turning off, but is instead doing this really weird glitchy looking thing. You'll see it if you stick around a few minutes, I'm sure. You wish that they would re-release Dragon's Crown for PS5. That'd be neat, yeah. All right, let's take a quick peek. How do I find out what Valor skills the other players have, the other characters? Yes. Valor skill, heal, restore 50% HP to an allied unit. That's really good. I like that a lot. Plunder, steal gold from an enemy unit. Makes sense, Travis. Although he's not the leader, so I bet you he can't do it, if I had to guess. Quick look at Lex. Let's see. Lex has Provoke. Draw an enemy unit toward the user. Ineffective versus garrisoned enemies. Oh, but that's really neat though. Make an enemy unit change their direction, their course on the battlefield to come towards you. That's right. My camera is trying to pull me into the digital world. I will say, if that happened, I think that would be kind of neat. I'm gonna say I'm not opposed to it.
I shall hold nothing back.
Oh, hold up. If we engage right now with Joseph, we win. Maybe it doesn't matter, but I was kind of feeling like if we brought Elaine down, he'd get more XP, but I don't know. Gaming Instincts. You streamed to TikTok for the first time today. Setting it up took some time. Still trying to figure out a good layout for the stream. It's very awkward because of the vertical aspect ratio, right? Cannot really have full game footage. You can, but then it ends up looking tiny, so then you gotta zoom in, scale things. Yeah. Honestly, I feel like game streaming to TikTok is not gonna stick around. Like, it makes sense that people are doing it right now, but the vertical layout just doesn't work for what we're doing here, right? It doesn't work for this. It works great for watching a single person talking. That's great. But like otherwise, you could have like a box over here, and you could see half, not even half. You could see a third, maybe if you're lucky, of the game. But that's like, I don't know. If my life suddenly became a Tron movie, I'd be fine with it. I've always wanted to ride on one of those bikes, so I'd be okay with it, so I could try that. But it's not so much Tron Darth as it is Digimon. That's where we're going, Digimon. I don't think I have an option, by the way, at this moment to disengage. So we have to do the battle, and that's fine. We're just gonna win here. No XP over to Elaine. How it turned out, but Travis will get the XP.
Stand true.
Nice try.
Yep, so there are difficulty levels.
I fight thee yet.
Wow! Oh my goodness, 266 XP that someone else could have gotten as well. That stings a little bit. Yes, the demo has difficulty settings. You don't get them unlocked until you get here, basically, right where we are now. But they are story, no difficulty. They are tactical, which they say is for people who like, tactical games. And then there's extreme, people who want an extreme challenge. So we're on extreme. The only thing you find weird about the game is its name. Sounds like a game on the Wii made for children. I don't know. I feel like it feels like a JRPG name to me. But it leads into the story. There is something very important with the unicorn, and we're going to try and conquer a whole continent. So we're going to be the overlord of the unicorn. Makes sense.
A little bit of tricorn pride for you. For the liberation.
Acquired the Vitality Talisman. And we've taken the command post. I like it. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Here's the thing. It's not a camera issue. It's a something else issue that's affecting the camera. It's also affecting my audio. I'm pretty sure if I just restart my computer, it'll be solved. A simple restart, I think, will solve it. It's just, I'm not doing that midstream. Bomber does say that he can easily see his daughter playing a game called Unicorn Overlord daily. Okay. Unicorn Overlord of Friendship Magic. There you go.
Alone, are you?
What happened to your friends?
Long gone by now. But with all the time about him. Never could have done without you lot chasing me halfway to hell and back, though.
The fort's empty, Your Majesty. Not a soul in sight.
Guy laid out the bait, and we just had to take a nibble.
Strange. Few leaders would play the sacrificial lamb in such a predicament.
Don't flatter yourselves. I would have shook you off like weak old mud if I hadn't hurt my leg in our little scuffle. But hey, that's just part of the job. You're gambling with your life the second you take that coin.
Are we gonna acquire an Albin in our team?
Then you know how this ends.
Stay your blade, Lex. There's something I need to ask him. What does Galerius want with Scarlet? I'll take any scraps of information you may have, please.
You do realize I'm just hired steel, yeah?
I'm not sure we did. I mean, like, we did. I don't know that he did.
They keep my pockets nice and heavy, and that's as far as my curiosity goes. So, sorry, but I'm not a questions kind of guy. At least not past my bottom line.
Well, what do we do with him?
Let's say I offered to fill those pockets instead. What then?
First, I'd ask if you still had all your marbles, but I'm not the discriminating type. As long as the pay's right.
Is this going to be a tutorial introduction for how to recruit new units? And is there going to be some kind of, like, gold upkeep that we have to keep up with?
If this is supposed to be a joke, I'm not laughing. We're trying to beat the enemy, not hire them.
It's not every day you come across a man willing to greet the heavens in order to see his allies safe. Now, our aim is to liberate these lands from the oppressive clutches of Zenoira and its emperor. I'd ask your aid in that battle.
You know, I'd heard you were nothing more than the crumbs of some spineless resistance that got chewed up and spat back out. Never would have guessed you're really just a pack of reckless lunatics.
It got worse.
This so-called lunatic is none other than Prince Elaine, true-born heir to the Cornian throne. And our war is a righteous one.
You're trotting around the crown brat of a dead and gone kingdom trying to flip a whole damn empire? Sorry, kids, but I don't like them odds.
Doesn't sound like he's interested.
Hope you know I don't come cheap.
Does that mean you'll join us?
Granted, you're willing to foot the bill. King-making's not an everyday job for a merc, but you've seen enough to know I'm worth the gold and more. So we got a deal? We'll even cut you a little discount.
For sparing your life, I would hope so. The Chamber of War.
Now that we've settled matters here, we move to rescue Scarlet. Time grows short.
Indeed. It's more than evident Galerius had some grand purpose in kidnapping her. Delivering her from his bloodied talons may strike a heavy blow to the heart of his aims.
Perhaps, but this is far sooner than we had planned. Our allies remain scattered through every realm of Fevrith. Casting the gauntlet at Renault's feet would only send us all to an early grave.
If I may add, there are those among Galerius's adherents who willfully chose to betray the Queen those long years ago.
You love the way that they talk? Are you specifically meaning the word choices and whatnot? I've thought that the writing has been quite good so far, and again with the voice acting, I think it's pretty well too.
I fear we have no hope of avoiding conflict with such base traitors.
On the bright side, Darth says, with the advent of Pokemon Legends Z... Okay, how do you read that, by the way? Because I'm just going to call it Pokemon Legends ZA. But, sorry, I'll probably just call it Pokemon Legends Z for now. But is it ZA? Is it Z-A? Is it Z through A? Is it Zeta Alpha? What do you think? Did they actually say? Because, again, I still haven't watched the video where they announced it. But, Bomber says, ZA! But with the Pokemon Legends game being announced, you might have your first videos topic now. You've got a lot to say about it. Let me ask you. What information has people thinking that the game takes place entirely inside the city? Because again, that sounds like a really weird choice to make, and I feel like they haven't really said that, and people are kind of going off on something. But maybe there's something that I missed. I mean, there's very likely something that I missed. I don't use Twitter or anything, so I didn't watch their channels or anything like that.
It would seem we'll need to bolster our ranks then.
Your Highness, upon ushering you to Palavia, I labored tirelessly to build a foundation upon which the Liberation Army can take hold.
Official statement from their Twitter feed. Can you potentially link the exact text? I'm really interested to see what it says. Such a weird choice to make it all inside a city for a Pokemon game. And here's the thing, if it's Legends, right, Pokemon Legends, I would expect to have the similar gameplay style as the previous one, and I just don't feel like running around a city and catching random Pokemon in the streets really would give the same sort of feeling as the previous one, right? Or really any Pokemon game for that matter. Not being able to go out in the field and finding random Pokemon, you know? You're going to post it in Discord? Great. Thank you. I will check it out. In fact, I can even potentially take a look now. If Twitter lets me load the page, because that's a thing that doesn't happen all the time. Watch to see the reveal trailer for Pokemon Legends ZA, a new adventure set entirely within Lumiose City, coming to Nintendo Switch in 2025. Yep, okay. So their words exactly. Their words exactly. Entirely within the city. Weird choice. It makes me very skeptical. Makes me very skeptical if I think the game's going to be good. And they never deleted the tweet, so you assume the info's correct. That would be a pretty decent assumption, I would think.
I have seen great suffering in our lands, 'tis true, and yet greater resentment harbored by the oppressed and the downtrodden. I have every faith such fierce emotion will spur them to join our cause. My prince, fly your crest across the banner of the liberation. Spearhead the rebellion against Zenoira, and you will surely find kindred spirits ready to take arms in your name.
Maybe it'll be something like playing Pokemon Go inside a Pokemon game? That would really disappoint me, though, I think. Pokemon Shopkeeper Legends! Zah! Now, that could be a fun game. Running a shop in the Pokemon world, somehow.
Then I will do just that. I only ask that you be the crutch I may lean on when the perils of war grow too great to bear alone.
And maybe it'll be like a full-on city. Well, it's gonna have to be a full-on city. And as Darth says, right, the city of Lumiose is huge. It was very large in the X and Y games, but you couldn't fully explore the city in the X and Y games, right? There were certain paths that you were able to walk down. If I'm remembering correctly, it's been a long time since I played. And it was definitely not laid out in the same way as other Pokemon games. Like, it had like a forced perspective thing, if I'm remembering correctly. And Bomber, you're right, Judgment was all in one city. Judgment was all in one city. But it's a different type of game, right? It feels weird to me to like, let me chase the Rattata down in the alley and catch it. I don't know. Choose a heraldic achievement to represent a lane. This can be edited later from the heraldry menu. Oh, we make a shield? Let me look at presets real quick. Oh, well, there's the original Cornea, or there's the Liberation Army. So the original Cornea has the unicorn depicted on there on the shield, but has lions on the edges. Whereas this one has a sword depicted on the shield with unicorns on the edges. Darth, you remember the biggest cities in every region: Saffron and Kanto, Goldenrod and Johto, Lily Cove and Hoenn, yeah, and so on. Yeah, I mean, it's true, the biggest cities are certainly more memorable. And Lumiose was the biggest of them all. Alright, we're gonna design this up. But just give me a moment. I shall return very soon. Very, very soon. I return. Let's see. If they expand Lumio City fully with alleys, boulevards, avenues, plazas, buildings, cafes, city mass enough, it could be a solid foundation for a game as a whole. Yeah, I don't disagree with you. What I worry about, right, is that will it feel like a Pokemon game, all taking place inside of a city? And will it feel like the Legends game that I wanted? And I feel like the answer is probably no. We'll swap back to here, but like, Pokemon Legends Arceus, in my mind, is actually one of the best Pokemon games they've made in recent times, right? Probably, honestly, since X and Y. I'm going to say I think it's better than Scarlet Violet. And there are reasons, we've talked about them before, right? But this sounds like it's going to have to change the formula quite a bit to be inside of a single city. And so I worry that the game that I'm wanting, the next Legends game, is going to not be the game that I was looking for. But we don't know that. We won't know for a whole year and more. 2025. Sure, we'll take that one. We can either go with the unicorn or the sword. I'm not sold yet. We have to go with some form of helmet on the top. Hold on, that red crown that's there, I want to get rid of that real quick. I don't like these. Can I, like, position them? Can I color them? Is that a thing? Like, it looks like there's colors on the bottom, interestingly enough. I don't know. I don't love the crown thing, because it looks like it doesn't fit. We can have different images on each side. Okay. I think I like the sword. Honestly, I think I like the sword. And I wanted to come back to here because we didn't touch this at all. They're hard to see because there's a banner in front. Triangle to change colors. You know what? I see that up there now, but it's grayed out. Oh, I can change this color. Hold on. I can change this color. All right, hold on. We will look at colors in just a moment. It would be really nice if I could, like, move the positioning, though, of these two, because the banner covers up the wall that's down there. It's hard to see it. Right? Like, some of these really cover it. I kind of like this one and that one the most because they're able to see the wall the best. I can change the color of that, too. Okay, time to look at colors. We have a shield icon, right? We have a shield icon. Can we at all make it the colors of that? Probably not. Let's see, what's actually changing here? The background of the shield. Can I hit circle and undo it? No, alright. There are preset colors down below as well. This was, I think it started at 45. I want to leave it there for a moment. Because I want to see, can we change the color of the overall background, or does it have to be blue? Because if it has to be blue, not everything fits color-wise, right? And this is almost certainly the... Yeah, sword can change color. So we could try something, like, let's start with this. Oh, no, let's start with that, and then let's try to, like, make it a little bit more yellowy, more gold if we can. Okay, and let's come back to the shield, and let's try out the green. Alright, we're kind of getting our colors a little bit. Kinda. In fact, I kind of want to make the green just a little bit darker. Like there? What do you think? And then, was that all the colors? There's the banner. The banner that we can change as well. It could also be the dark green. I'm kind of liking the dark green, personally. Alright, what do we think of the banner? Does it look alright? Look alright? The only thing that I want to look at again real quick is this thing. I don't love it. I want to just remove it. I just want to remove it. But I can't, so we'll pick this one. I think it's the best looking. Time to change the stream name to Making Banners. No, because we're done. We're done. Save it. Plot 1. Just want to make sure it's there. Yep, it's there. Back out. We're done. Save. Yes, indeed. Sure. Okay. To begin with, Your Highness, I suggest we make, for the fort we just liberated, and increase the maximum size of a unit. Increase the maximum size of a unit? There's 10 slots, we can always fill them out. You're right. Let's go back into... No. It's a banner day! It does give us so many slots for the banner. I wonder why it gives us so many slots for the banners. If we're able to have legitimately different, like, war fronts, if you will, like, oh yeah, no, we have a whole bunch of units over here and they're taking this country or part of the continent. And then there's like 10 more up there and 4 more over here. Like, maybe it would make sense to have different coats of arms for each, like, overall army. That'd be kind of neat. Main quest, expanding a unit from 2 to 3. You will come across a variety of quests as you explore Fevrith. You can review the details of any quests you've received by pressing Start to open the Overworld menu and then select Quest Log. You can move freely through the Overworld. I did not expect this to be a thing. I did not at all. You can start heading for Fort Soliger by selecting Visit. No way. Honestly, I figured it would be like a map screen where you select, oh, go to the next town. It's gonna start the next scenario. Start. But no. We're actually gonna like walk around the overworld and like do things. That's kind of neat. Okay, so we want to select expand units at a fort to increase the maximum number of characters that can be assigned to a unit. So yeah, we'll go do that. Can I, like, talk to these people? Yes. This is no time for idle wandering, Your Highness. Let us increase the size of a unit at the fort. There's loot down there. I see a sparkle spot. I see the sparkle spot. But okay, we'll do this first. Forts offer a number of vital services, allowing you to hire mercenaries and expand your units. Additional services will become available as you gain more renown. For now, try selecting expand unit. Sure. Each unit is going to need its own expansion. And we only have 15 honors, so we can only do one. James says, I guess they have steam in this world because we just got railroaded. You know what I want? I'm gonna think about this. There must be a way for me to do it. I want to be able to like click on your message and then have it pop up on screen. I want that. Expand the units to 100. I think we'll get 3 first. Bomber. We'll start with 3. Honors are awarded for feats of valor and can be expended at forts for the services offered within. They can be earned by completing battle stages, making deliveries, defeating wandering enemies, and more. I mean, it would be stupid of us not to do Elaine's first, I think. Yep. Wow! Is it expensive to go up to 4? 10 to get to 3. 50. Also, it looks like it's 10 to get a single unit in these ones. It's also expensive sounding. There's also mock battles. I don't want to do that, though. Honors times 2? What? Or we just got 2 honor for that? I'm not sure. The Liberation Army gained 5 renown. Check out our cool heraldry up there. Nicely done, Your Majesty. You can now assign more members to your units. Oh, and people who fight in the same unit will slowly grow closer. Honestly, the friendship mechanic is going to be so cool. And it's going to make us really question, like, oh, I think I should swap units over here. But that person doesn't know anyone over there. It's going to, it's going to be weird. Romance is magic. Yes. Rapport. As characters gain rapport with each other, their rapport level will increase. As the thing happens, the thing happens. That is a bad sentence. Just saying. Characters with a high rapport level will receive a bonus that boosts their stats while assigned to the same unit. I like that. Reaching certain rapport levels with specific pairs of characters will also unlock a rapport conversation between them. Cool. You should review the formation of our units whenever you have the chance, Your Majesty. You can access the unit formation screen by pressing Start, and then to open the Overworld menu, and then Triangle. Or by pressing Triangle. Mind if I grab your ear too? We nabbed some nice gear in that last battle. Well, you did. Anyway, make sure to share the spoils, yeah? We need everyone armed to the teeth if we want to keep them breathing. Change character's equipment. Equip someone with that Vitality Talisman. Main quest, a change of clothes. Wait, sorry. Select character list. Okay. Okay, so we can look at our guy, but we already have the Ring of the Unicorn equipped. I think we'll probably want to leave it here. In fact, we might not even be able to swap. Ring of the Unicorn gives us max HP plus 5 and guard rate plus 10%. But that's it. The Vitality Talisman is max HP 10. Interesting. We, of course, can't access Scarlet's Ribbon, since she's not here. But we can swap anyone else's stuff off. Chloe's Charm? She earns 30% additional XP? Why? That's crazy. Okay. Sure. So who's not equipped with something, right? I think that's the question. Lex isn't. I think Lex needs it, honestly. I think Lex needs it. Albin also is missing something. He's also level 4, so that's not too bad either. There you go, Vitality's Talisman. The reason why I think Lex needs it is because he seemed to be a little weaker than we were hoping for. Okay. Done the thing. More stuff has happened because we did the thing. We gained 5 renown for doing nothing. I always knew proper equipment was vital, but it truly does impact everything. Thank you, Chloe. Oh, we're not stopping there. Come on, let's head to the nearest town and buy ourselves something nice. We have the funds to spare after all. I'll lead the way. I wanted to talk to those people, but, you know. And here we are, Your Majesty. This town has both an armorer and a provisioner for all your purchasing needs. I'll be sure to make good use of them. Thank you again. Quick supply run. There's like random stuff to find all over the place now. Weren't you gonna buy something for the army? Or via harbor is the other way, Your Majesty. Dang it, I wanted to get to the stuff. I probably can't talk to you either. Towns provide your army an opportunity to purchase equipment, deliver items, station guards, and more. Station guards? Oh, is that gonna be a thing too? Do we have to like... If this is a real mechanic in the game, it's gonna be crazy. To be like, oh yes, we've taken over this area, but by the way, we have to station guards here because there will be more forces coming in to take over. And if we're not there to protect it, we need to leave someone there to protect it. That'd be kind of neat. Yes, Bomber, we should definitely buy some more tonics, if not just check the price. Complete deliveries to rebuild towns and restore their full functionality. Ooh, and rebuilding towns even. I want to take a quick stop. How are we feeling, chat, about this game so far? I'm feeling quite good about it. This game comes out March 8th. We could potentially purchase it and play it in preparation and waiting for the Dragon's Dogma stuff. It would potentially interrupt or not interrupt, but impact our completion of Etrian Odyssey, though. But I'm having a good time, and I'm feeling like this game is introducing more and more mechanics that's making it sound really cool. All right, let's check the provisioner first. James, you think it's pretty cool? And Bomber, you're digging it? I like it, I like it. Visit a provisioner to purchase consumable items, but like armorers, each town's provisioner has limited stock.
Here to shop?
I wonder...
Just say the word and it's yours.
I wonder how they restock. All right, let's see. So the healing tonic is 800 gold. We have 6,000, but that sounds like a lot of gold. I'm not gonna buy it yet. I also want to check the armorer first. Having good gear might be worth more than a potion or two, you know? So 30 HP to a single combatant, 20 to all combatants in a unit, revive incapacitated combatant for 25% of their HP, smoked nuts, stamina, increases damage dealt for one battle, decreases damage taken for one battle. Cut flowers, brightly colored buds that give off a floral aroma, an excellent gift for one who appreciates flowers. I found your romance option that you were all wanting. Oh, James, that's great. Suddenly Merc is the shot maid, and then I realized where my camera was. I love it. I don't actually have, because this scene is for the PlayStation, and we didn't do a whole lot on the PlayStation. I don't have like additional things set up here. I can't even easily or quickly remove my face, but I can definitely come over and do it for a moment. Yeah, that's what she looks like. I think she looks a little better than me, but that's okay. We can also sell things, by the way. Novice military book? 50 XP to a selected ally. Grants 3 times the XP if they're level 10 or below. Oh, that's good. Do a strength. Increases the target's physical attack by 1, up to 5 uses. Is that a permanent thing? We definitely got that from taking the ruins, if I remember correctly.
Come back soon.
Oh, I'm not in the right spot for this guy. Hey there! Visit an armor when you want to purchase equipment. Keep in mind each town's armor has limited stock. You can use the left and right arrows to purchase multiple pieces of the same equipment. Upon using square to compare stats to purchase a piece of equipment, you'll be able to immediately equip it. Sure.
If it's steel you're after, you're in the right place.
Okay. Let's see. He happens to have a 12,000 gold runic sword. That's got magic attack on it. The unwavering spear. The recruit's short sword. The hand axe, the short spear, a bow, and a staff. By the way, look at all of these recruit item. User earns plus 20% XP. Honestly, that's powerful, right? The earlier, the faster we gain XP, the stronger we become, the easier time we have in fights. Let me do a compare stats thing real quick. Elaine is currently using the bronze sword for 8 physical. So this is an upgrade, plus the HP and the XP, right? It's a downgrade from Joseph's Templar sword. Boy, I am tempted to buy 2 of these. I really am. Does anyone using axes? Albin uses an axe. His is actually better, but doesn't have the XP bonus. We have spears on people. Hodrick uses a spear. I didn't realize that. And so does Clive. Alright, no one can use bows or staves at this moment. Man, we have 6,000 gold. So we can buy 4 items. 4, and that's it. for weapons. Let's back out of here real quick too. Let me deliver items you've collected for rewards. Deliveries. Making deliveries to towns will help rebuild lands that were devastated under Zenoiran rule. The requisite materials can be gathered from foraging sites. That's what the blue lights are. I like it. Yeah, we're gonna do that. Orvia herb. We'll have to go find some of that. We need 3. There's also board ship and station a guard. All neat stuff. Yeah, XP for days. Honestly, I think this is where I'd rather get the gear than the healing potion. I think it is. So, I definitely want to put 1 sword on Elaine. Definitely, right? So let's do that. Purchase and equip? Yes.
Done and done.
Oh, by the way, I can probably sell his old sword. And then, I want to come down to the spear, and I think Chloe needs one. Man, Chloe gets 30% from her amulet thing, and she'll get 20% from the spear. So if it's additive, 50% more. If it's multiplicative, it would be even more. Let's upgrade Chloe.
Done and done.
And then I'm feeling like let's upgrade Clive? Maybe Clive? We haven't used Hodrick. It's not that I think he's bad, and it's not that I don't think we're going to use him, but we haven't used him yet, so I honestly feel like maybe we don't buy him a weapon just yet. The other thing, too, is I feel like he's more for defense and not for attacking. But the XP is always good.
Done and done.
Alright, we are down to the 1,800 gold. And by the way, we don't have any more spears that we can buy. So our option is the hand axe, which is not a good one, or we come back to the short sword, and we put it on Lex, I think. Yeah? We put it on Lex? Does that feel good? I think that feels good.
Done and done.
Okay. Can I sell to you? Man, they're not worth much. I wonder if there is... I was going to say, I wonder if there's an item limit, and there is. We have 32 out of 3,800 is what it looks like. So there's a lot of spots. Lex needs some help, poor guy. You're right, you're right. I kind of wonder, do you think there might be a reason to hold on to these? Like, specifically, oh, we'll pick up people who have, like, either no weapon or a really garbage weapon, and these would be better? I don't know. I really don't know. We could get 200 more gold if I were to sell them.
Be seeing ya.
So let's come back here real quick.
Just say the word and it's yours.
Oh, okay, and I can sell them to her too, so that's a thing. I'm slightly interested, right? If I wanted to buy just even one healing tonic, we don't have enough. Right, even if I sold those. So it's, at this moment, not worth it to sell, in my opinion.
Come back soon.
Okay, so we've done our thing. Yes. The Liberation Army gained 5 more renown. By the way, we're gonna go and upgrade 1 more of our units for another character slot. Looks like we've got our gear sorted. Now, come on, Scarlet's waiting for us. Could you spare a word first, my prince? We've received a report that Renaud has situated himself in a large city in the eastern reaches of Cornea. Our compatriot Miriam lies in wait not far from there. She awaits our arrival with great anticipation. I've readied a map and marked our destination, Your Highness. As for the route we take to reach it, I shall leave that decision in your capable hands. You now have access to the world map. On the world map, you can review details of registered facilities and fast travel to those you have previously liberated. I've also compiled an archive of the intelligence we possess at present. You may peruse it at your leisure. The Fevrith Archive, it's just in the menu. It's specifically in the library. Archive entries will be added as you progress through the story and as you register facilities on the world map. Your Highness, given our current force of arms, mounting a rescue will likely prove an immense challenge. I suggest we first focus on liberating the people of this region, weakening Zenoira's forces and increasing our renown. The greater our fame our cause bears through the continent, the easier it will be to enlist others to our aid. But the longer it'll take for us to rescue her. Raising the Liberation Army's renown will increase the range of services available at forts. Renown can be earned by completing quests, rebuilding towns, and more. Okay. The Priestess abducted. Oh my goodness, are those gonna be additional quests from those people down there? Hold on, is there a timer going? Okay, I saw the stuff up there moving or blinking, I was like, oh no, is something ticking? There is a timer, it's on the top right! Oh man. A divine shard. Sailor. Think we'd be able to set sail if someone was kind enough to fix up the harbor. The walled city of Barbatimo to the southeast is ruled by a big burly guy named Morden. The guards he's got at the gate look fierce as anything. I'm scared to even think about the place, much less go near it. It'd be a different story if I could use a bit of magic, though. Yeah, those bastards wouldn't know what hit them. Me. No, he's clearly, the way he says that, I think he might supposed to be speaking in like a British accent and stuff. A built-in speedrunner timer? I don't know. What I think's happening with the timer is the longer we take to do things, the more we're going to see units coming into our territory. And by the way, I think that's exactly what's going to happen. With the ability to station guards at locations, and the fact that we get a world map that looks like this with like regions and influences, honestly, we might be like going somewhere for a quest, have someone, like a force come in from somewhere else, need to turn around and take them out and like get diverted. And who knows if there's going to be like time limits on like, oh yeah, no, you took too long to save her. Sorry, she's either totally converted by and corrupted by the magic or dead or who knows what. Loudly says while the future king is near. Oh, how I wish the harbor was fixed. Only then could I pay my taxes. Yeah, I like it. It's funny. If I were you, I'd stay far away from those ruins to the north. Zenoira's got magic users up there. Used to be those same magic users were here at the fort, looking for work, and I guess they found it. Okay, and by the way, like, they told us that we get to pick the route that we take. And so there's clearly a main route right here, but then there's like these dark little paths, and we could go down and around. This is pretty cool. What if we decided, like, no, we want to go up and go this way and do things? Like, how much freedom do we actually have? And there's our 3 Corvia herbs. Amazing. Deliver. We get 100 gold, not a ton. But if it's going to be rebuilding the town, it's worth it. And we got a revival orb, too. Our town has really bounced back thanks to the supplies you gathered. 3 herbs did all of that. Pretty good herb. Even the sailors seem ready to brave the seas again. Nice. 5-hole renown's not bad, right? Because only 10 is needed to increase one of our units' forces. Oh, wow. Apples, or lumber, or more herbs. Okay. Okay. And monies, and things. The power of the herbs is mighty pretty indeed. There's also board ships that sail for your destination, and we now also have station guard. I'm not going to be stationing any guards. Not yet. I don't feel like we have the ability. Also, this looks like it's going to respawn at some point. What am I doing? Looking for materials to help this place rebuild, of course. If you deliver the items the town wants, you'll get a nice reward to make up for your trouble. Folks like us aren't much for the sword, so this is the only way we've got of putting food on the table. You should try making deliveries too if you're of the mind. It's good, honest work, and you'll be helping folks rebuild. So there's foraging sites. Obtain materials, yup. They replenish after completing a number of battle stages, and can be examined again in order to get more materials. I like it. Looks like you're way ahead of me, though. Guess that army of yours can do more than just fight. Keep it up, and help our towns get back on their feet. Nice! Overworld quest complete. That I didn't even know we had. Can I do anything here? I've scoured the ruins, Your Majesty, and found an urn of hollowed corn ash. Apparently it holds some kind of divine power, if the rumors are to be believed. You don't know how your phone corrected indeed to pretty indeed, but, well, it happened. Hollowed corn ash can be used during a battle stage to revive a defeated unit or recover valor points. You could also use it to avert a game over when the time limit expires, your command post is claimed by the enemy, or your army is defeated. That sounds really powerful. Oh, that looks like an enemy, right? I don't want to go up to them just yet. We're exploring. Smoked nuts! Apparently, other people can't see it, but sometimes I come across a strange, faint light twinkling on the ground. Oh, we saw that. You might want to take a closer look if you ever see one yourself. Yeah. This is a battle? Why? Why? Hold on. Is this an enemy unit? It's clearly not a red unit. They're yellow. And they're not, like, aggressive, but... Why? I don't know. At forts, you can hold a mock battle to pit 2 of your units against each other. It's a great chance to see how your units fare in actual combat, so it's worth giving it a try every now and then. That's different than what those units are down there, though, right? Because that's actually at the fort. So I don't know. We got a quest to do sparring now. Hiring mercenaries isn't the only thing you can do at a fort. You can also increase the number of units you're able to command. It costs honors, of course, but it's well worth it in my book. Looks like you don't have enough renown to make it happen, though. No, I think we do, don't we? Come back once people know you're a little better. It's good to see you, Your Highness. I'm pleased to report that you can station guards in towns you've liberated. After you station a guard, you can speak to them or even give them gifts if you'd like. Oh, and a guarded town will send funds to support the liberation each time we add to our territory. Oh. Oh. Put a person in town, get money. They'll also gather materials for us from any nearby foraging sites, and they do the gathering. And the guard can still join you in battle, so don't hesitate to station them all over Fevrith. They can still join us in battle, so they're not, like, out of our party. Okay. Well, how about that? Well, how about that? Also, we've now hit nighttime. We're about to find out, I think soon, if there is some sort of, like, timer going on. That's not just a day-night cycle, or if it's a little bit more than that. Mercenaries have different specialties based on their class. Me, I'm a soldier. My long thrusts. He's got a long thrust, everyone. That skill can pierce through a single column of enemies with relative ease. Oh, and I can use first aid to heal an ally at the end of battle. Those are the most important skills we've got. Be sure to take note of such things when hiring mercenaries. You liked that, Gaming Instincts? At a fort, you can exchange honors to increase the number of units. Yeah, we know this. Some of you got the renown. You folks, new pack of mercenaries? If so, you should really think about working on your renown. Put it plain, renown tells you how much people all over the world know your name. And no self-respecting merc's gonna join up with someone they've never heard of. So yeah, win some battles, rebuild a few towns, and spread your name far and wide through Fevrith. Alright, let's visit this again. Because we do. We have 14 points now. Way down there. I don't know why I'm pointing behind me. They're down there. You wonder if the English translator did that on purpose. I'm going to say yes. I think they did. Let's increase this one. That's what I'm feeling like. See ya, Bomber. Have a good one. Okay, so now I should be able to do triangle. Unit leaders. Every unit has a character set as its leader. Leader's class will determine the unit's movement type and leader effects. To change a unit's leader, open the formation screen. Yep. You can also change a unit's leader after deploying them to a battle stage, but doing so will... Oh. Changing a leader after being deployed on a battle stage will cost a valor point. That's pretty big. Anyways, we've got some new characters to throw in here, right? We have 2 who are not being used. So let's figure out how we want to place them. So Albin has Smash and Parting Blow and Vitalize, but that costs the special points, right? I'm kind of feeling like we put Hodrick in Lex's unit so that Lex takes less damage. And then we put Albin here so Elaine does more damage. Because Elaine's actually a pretty good defensive unit, right? That's just what I'm feeling. The real question is, how do I know if he should be in the front or the back? What I will say is he has a very low defense. He's only got 6. So maybe we leave him in the back so Elaine can block more often. Alright, I want to put him here, though. And then we'll come down to Lex's unit, and I'm going to put in Hodrick. The real question is, do we leave Lex in front, or do we put him in the back? I don't know at this moment. Let's do a quick details look at Hodrick specifically. Right, he's got Sting. He's got heavy cover. So Sting is a single enemy attack, plus 50 potency if the user is below 50% HP. Heavy cover activates before an ally is attacked, can cover an ally with heavy guard. Right, so like if we leave Lex in front, I would imagine it's still going to block him just fine. And then there's a Guardian at level 15. Grants the user 20% Fizz attack and 20% guard rate. Cool. And let's see, Warding Slash grants the user physical defense. Then we've got Arrow Cover. So it's so funny, Lex feels a little bit like a defensive guy. So maybe putting Hodrick with him is not the best option. Maybe we'd be better off having the attacker with him, but I'm really kind of feeling like he needs the defense. Because Lex took a lot of damage, right? Let's go like this. Let's go like this. For now. We can always swap stuff again later. And I guess we'll leave Joseph's unit alone. Again, I'm convinced we're going to lose Joseph, but that's maybe just me. Let's look at the rapport menu. On this screen, you can view which character pairs have available rapport conversations. These conversations will become available once a pair of characters reach a certain rapport level. Some rapport conversations provide a reward once viewed, thus symbolizing the bond between your characters. Ooh. So this is really an incentivization to like swap your teams up frequently to get them boosted on friendship levels, especially if you get like stuff out of it. I think that's cool. I mean, basically there's nothing happening here. By the way, there's different symbols. Do you see that? So like if we look, not with Elaine, we'll look with anyone else. So Lex has 3 special hearts on Elaine, but only 1 on Clive, and then 2 empty ones. I see. They say event location. On the coast southwest of Pelevia Town. Condition, liberate Pelevia Town. I see. Okay. Interesting stuff. Quest log. Yes, we should unlock a new unit slot at any liberated. Well, we can't do that. We don't have the points. Oh my goodness. This was supposedly a 5-hour demo. Okay. We are 3.5 hours in, and on the bottom, there is a time remaining. 4 hours and 50 minutes. Basically, everything we did wasn't even part of the real demo. We could actually play this again on the demo before the game comes out. Engage in a mock battle at a fort, and we'll get stuff, which is almost certainly worth it, and station a guard in town. That's going to be worth it too. We'll do both of these things. Mock battle. We'll see how this works. Here you can test how units perform against each other in battle. Mock battle will begin once you've selected both units. Okay. Elaine versus Lex. Let's see what happens. Elaine's gonna win though, right? Like almost certainly. Well, we stunned him, so he couldn't block. So Elaine won, which is what we expected, honestly. Good, and they don't actually keep any of the damage that they took. That's important. That's important. No way! I didn't quite realize this, but look, each unit has a different heraldry banner. You see that on the bottom right? Elaine's unit has the one that we made, and the others have the default. Okay, so that's why we were able to have so many different set ones. Sparring session complete. 5 more renown. Is that enough renown, by the way, to... No. Oh, wait. No, renown. We need honors. Okay. Station a guard. You can station a single member of your army in each town you've liberated to serve as its guard. Upon completing a battle stage, your guard will earn gold for the army and gather materials from previously discovered nearby foraging sites. Characters serving as guards can still be deployed in battle stages, so feel free to post them in every town you liberate. Will do. It also sounds like it doesn't matter which person we put anywhere. If I had to guess, so let's just put Lex here. Done. And we can easily swap them even. Not a big deal. Okay. Sure. We picked some things up, but it wasn't any of these. Alright.
I got this.
Oh, giving gifts. Press R1 next to a stationed guard to give them a gift. Doing so will boost the recipient's rapport with Elaine. They will gain more rapport if you give them a gift they like. I see. Do we have a quest for that right now? Because I think we just got... Okay, no. We didn't get a quest for it. I think we got flowers. I don't want to give Lex flowers. I feel like that's not the right move. I feel like that's not the right move. Let's see. When we look at the map, like... Okay, so the Bolstered Ranks quest is here, which we can't do because I didn't buy a new unit. Instead, I upgraded units. The Walled City of Barbatimo is down here. Fort Thessalon is up here, which is under our control. That's good. Being able to go anywhere, wherever we want, however we want to do it, is going to be really neat for this game. There's going to be people doing things other people never did, or whatever. And then let's quickly check out the library for the archive. So we have prologue. Looks like we have an archive for different characters, like Valmore, who's the bad guy. Elenia, who is the queen, our mother. Yeah. So in the prologue, you know, this is all stuff we saw. I'm not going to read it right now. Then we've got events. We've got nations and organizations. We've got characters. Oh, okay, so there was all, and then these are the different things. The Drakenhold characters, the Elheim characters, the Bastorius characters, the Albion characters. Somehow we already know who Arant is. And then the Zenoira characters. There are going to be so many different factions. This is cool. This is really cool. And then locations for each. And other. Sure. Dark elves and dark elves? We didn't know about elves yet. Spoilers! View animations specific to each class? Why? Whoa, why? Why is this a thing? Okay. Sure. And gameplay tips. We'll just peek. I'm sure we probably have already read most of this, so I'm done with that too. Done with that too. However, I am looking at what time it is now, and it is time to end the stream. Please let me know, right? For real, do you think we should pick this game up and play it on stream? Is it higher in its turn order than some of the other games, right? Like, is playing this game higher than, say, the next Alan Wake game or whatever? Let me know. Also, let me know, do you want to see... We have 4 hours and 46 minutes left. Do you want to see another stream of this in the demo before the game comes out? I'm open to I'm open to all options, all opinions, all thoughts. Feel free to post them in the Discord, which I will also put my links in chat. So Discord is there. Over in the YouTube chat, let me quickly do that. No, it's not links over there. It is instead Discord. It is not working. Oh, there it goes. There it goes. Discord, link in the chat. I'd certainly be interested to hear anyone's thoughts. Astro says, you're enjoying it, but we'd have to look at the list to say when. Though, definitely down for another demo stream of it. Okay. Okay. I gotta tell you, I'm really enjoying the game, and the story seems kind of cool so far, so I could definitely see a whole playthrough of this game. If we didn't stream it next, which is fine, but if we wait, we might want to start over again, just so that we remember what happened. I can easily see if we go 6 months or longer that we don't remember any of the details or how to play. So, like, that might be a thing. We would have to start over. It's only one stream, only a couple hours, so it's not that big of a deal. In my mind, anyways. But there we are. There is our save. And by the way, I'm going to shut my computer down as soon as the stream is done here because something's weird with it, and I'm going to restart it tomorrow and see if it's better. It better be better. If it's not better, then the power surge did something, and that's not good. But anyways, I hope everyone was able to put up with the weird glitchiness of the camera and the minor sound issues. So anyways, I hope to see you on Friday. We should be playing something on Friday. Probably Etrian Odyssey. Could be the second half of this demo, though. We'll see. But I'll see you then. This is Merc's Reign signing off. Good night, everyone.